back to House of R. I'm Joanna Robinson. That is the beautiful Mallory Rubin. That is the wonderful Rob Mahoney. And Sean Fennessey is also here.
What the fuck?
Brutal.
Welcome back to the pod, Sean Fennessey,
Thanks for
my
having me
mortal enemy on the Hype Draft pods.
Yeah.
Great to have you.
My annual visit to one of my favorite podcasts that otherwise pretends I don't exist. I hear you.
You're
I hear
welcome
you out
anytime.
there. Okay.
Anytime.
It's nice to be here. So you're not destroying anybody this year, but you are. You're still planning to destroy people in this
know that
draft.
that's my energy. Is that what I'm bringing to the table here?
I'm
this
just
very
here for
small table.
90
that we're all
minutes of
crowded
fun
around?
with my friends. That's it. That's all I got today.
Rob
Why are you
Mahoney?
here?
Yeah, Rob, how do you feel about being here?
I feel great.
Okay.
I mean, I will win this draft as I win all drafts. So I guess I am here to destroy somebody. I
When
don't
have you
know who
ever
it is.
won a draft?
I've won every draft I've ever participated in.
Deeply untrue.
In the logic and space of my own mind, anything is possible,
There
Joe.
you go.
All right. So this Hype Draft has been a little bit delayed, but that does not mean we don't have a lot to talk about in terms of what's coming this year. But just for programming reminders, we are in the thick of it with the Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
Yes.
So every Sunday, there's an episode of Talk the Thrones.
Yeah.
Mallory Rubin, Chris Ryan, yours truly.
Yeah.
3 R's.
I'm
on
in the
one
CR
podcast.
seat right now. I feel like
Yeah,
I'm
how's it feel?
channeling his great, powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel assured in my convictions about everything but how to spell the names of Westerosi figures.
Itching for a Zin, or like, how are you feeling?
Yeah. You feel tall?
Yeah, I
feeling
feel
strong?
fueled by nicotine substitutes. I have a sudden urge to put on a Phillies hat, which I've never felt before in my life. So yeah,
Perish the thought.
CR.
Yeah.
I know.
On Tuesday, House of Our deep dives into Night of the Seven Kingdoms, and those could
Can't
be
wait.
anywhere like 3 times as long as the episode, 4 times as long as the episode itself. Who's to say? That's what you're here
What's
for.
the vibe? Is it good?
Oh, it's great.
We love the show.
I've seen the first episode, but not the second yet.
It's eligible for the
You
draft
can,
today.
you can select it today.
I'm aware of that. I enjoyed the.
It is, but should it be?
Yes.
This like retroactive rule.
it's a
only be-
2026 hype draft.
It's only because the hype draft's a little delayed this year that it
I
feels
get it.
iffy.
I
but
get it.
we'll get to the rules in a second. Last but not least, Buffy season 3 part 2 we're doing next week. So
Giles.
that is what is happening on House of R. Are you a Buffy watcher? I don't know if you ever watched Buffy Vampire
I did
Slayer.
watch a couple of seasons as a young lad.
Yeah. Did you want to fuck Rupert Giles?
Wow.
That's my experience
Didn't,
so
didn't
far.
come up back then when I was
No.
watching. It wasn't really on my mind.
Revisit it and get back to me.
No, but I mean SMG. You know, that's
Very powerful.
that's-
Formative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was recently revisiting Andy Greenwald's book about emo, and I had forgotten that Jim Adkins of Jimmy Eat World was obsessed. Oh, wait, no, sorry. It's Chris Crabb of Dashboard Confessional, apparently obsessed with Sarah Michelle Gellar to a point where he had to stop like talking about it in an interview. So who among us?
Wow.
she-
Making her feel uncomfortable. That sounds great.
She popped back up in the I Know What You Did Last Summer sequel last year, and she was the only good thing about the movie. It was really remarkable. She brought it for like 3 minutes in a dream sequence.
That's definitely true,
Yeah.
actually, of that movie, which I did see. Okay, so we are doing a snake-style draft.
Yes.
I definitely understand what that means. You do. It means it goes like this.
You're a draft
Come
pro.
on.
You're a draft pro. Seasoned vet.
And we four are the drafters. We have a slightly different lineup this year. Speaking of lineup, Carlos, will you let us know who is drafting first today?
Is that Ben Lindbergh's music? Yes. Hello, Hypebeasts. Hello, friends. It's Ben from Button Mash. Sorry I can't be joining you in person. Look, I know last year's draft was not my strongest showing, but did I deserve to get relegated for that? No, I know that's not what happened. I wish I could be out there not only to enjoy your company, but also because it's sunny and 60 in LA, whereas here in New York, I have to slit a tauntaun stomach just to survive dropping my daughter off at school. Must be nice. Feeling some FOMO, not to be with you this year, but I'm glad I could crash the party and contribute in some form by determining the draft order, or at least relaying the randomly determined draft order, which I will do now. And the first pick in the 2026 House of R Hype Draft goes to Sean Fennessey, Fenrock. Everything coming up Sean these days. He's got Luis Robert Jr., he's got Bo Bichette, he's got Freddie Peralta. Now he's got the number 1 pick in the House of R Hype Draft, coming off a strong showing in 2025 when he drafted Andor Season 2, a show he was so hyped for, he did eventually watch it several months later and agreed it was good. Glad you're on board, Sean. Next up, Mallory Rubin has the 2nd pick in this draft and presumably has plotted out all sorts of scenarios for what she will take with it. Third, Joanna Robinson, you are drafting 3rd. Congratulations or condolences. And finally, 4th, last but not least, Mr. Mahoney, you have the 4th pick in this draft, which feels appropriate because you're filling my slot and I drafted last year. It's our lot in life, I'm afraid. Good luck to you all. All that I ask is that if none of you drafts GTA 6, that I retain team control for one more year, because one of these years and/or decades, it will eventually come out. Maybe I can get credit for that in absentia. Good luck with all your drafting. Hope to rejoin you in future years. For now, I am hyped to hear what you select.
Wow.
Oh,
Ben.
thank you, Ben,
Benny
for that
boy.
bullshit draft pick.
This is just crazy that you're going to get the Odyssey in this draft after.
What if I don't want the Odyssey?
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you don't after you spent $924.
let's not tip our cards.
$26.
$26.
Let's
$900.
not tip our hands about anything
it's
that
fine.
we care about.
Animal
okay?
Farm is right there.
I want to look back. I want to look back for a second. Okay.
I don't think there's a bad pick, a bad order, honestly.
Okay, sure.
I don't.
Except it's
It's
me,
a
but that's
loaded
okay.
field.
As Ben alluded to, and I did want to bring up, many people are saying that Sean won the hype draft last year simply because he picked Andor season 2.
Yeah.
Some people are saying I won because I picked Sinners, but that's okay. I think those are the 2 best picks on the draft board.
Sure.
Are there some people in the room with us right now who are saying this?
I say it to myself in the mirror.
Sinner's a wonderful movie.
But here's the question, Sean. You recently, as anyone who follows you on social media knows, watched Andor season 2.
I did. I saw it.
I believe Rob Mahoney has still not watched Andor season 2, so I would like you to make the pitch to Rob Mahoney.
That doesn't make a lot of sense.
First
to
of all,
me.
the pitch doesn't need to be made.
Okay.
I'm not here to throw anyone under the
I've
bus.
been trying for months.
This was
to
supposed
get
to
it
be a
watched.
household concern, and it was never quite the right time in my household to
You're
watch
blaming
it.
Elizabeth, who's not here to defend herself?
I'm just saying,
I completely respect that.
sometimes
move.
the power's
I do
out
that
of your
a lot.
hands in these things.
Absolute bullshit.
I relate deeply to that issue. That's something that I also encounter from time to time. I did not worry about that when it came to watching Andor season 2. Just speed ran that at the early days of the year, sending my child to camp when I had 4 free hours and trying to knock through as many episodes as possible. I've never watched less television in my life, so now I have to kind of really make an effort to do it because I'm obviously quite movie diseased. I mean, I don't have to make the case for it. There are hundreds of hours of Ringer podcasts explaining why it's so special.
All from us, and then there are also pods from other people.
Right,
too.
right.
Yeah.
There's House of R, and then there's a bunch of fuckboys. I'll say this. I have a lot of strong feelings about the show. It very much lived up. It's very rare that anything lives up in popular culture, let alone anything in life these days. The thing that I liked about it best is I am in the middle of this experience of seeing all the Star Wars films with my daughter. And so I am already in a Star Wars state of mind. And I'm a fan of Rogue One. I don't think it's a perfect movie, but I've always been fond of it. And the series made everything about that period in the storytelling, that film, A New Hope, Empire, which has always been my favorite stretch, like any normal
Star
human.
Wars Rebels,
Yes.
crucially.
Not familiar with that. But
No.
Give it a try.
For the first time in my life after finishing Andor season 2, I thought to myself, should I watch like the Clone Wars? Like, should I go further than I have to this point? Because I felt very inspired by what was possible inside of this container. And I've struggled with some of the Star Wars TV shows. I love the first season of Andor. Season 2, thematically, performance-wise, production design-wise, this is kind of breathtaking across the board.
Yeah.
You don't need to be told
I don't.
that. You know it's going to be
But
good.
this is a spirited telling of like exactly why I should be jumping in. I'm thrilled to hear that the many Bothans who died to bring you this information mean more to you than ever before.
Yeah, I mean Gorman, you know.
I was just
Jeez, the
hoping
Gormans.
that the Fennessey bump would work better than like me telling Rob again and again to watch Andor. So.
As if your advocacy is falling on deaf ears. Look, this show is going to happen for me. Maybe even this week, perhaps.
I would like to do a quick exercise. Sean, based on last year's draft, what is the thing you're proudest of drafting Andor season 2? And is there anything that you wish maybe you hadn't drafted? And would it be A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, which didn't even come out last year?
I don't have any regrets because though I've only seen the premiere, I really liked it. And I loved the idea of kind of redefining what a Game of Thrones show can be.
Wait till you get to the second episode. Gigantic cock right at the start.
Okay. That isn't specifically what I meant, nor is that really all that different from Game of Thrones as I recall. But
No, you've never seen anything like this on a Thrones show. I promise you.
I just saw the Bone Temple, guys. One of the biggest dicks you'll ever see is on a zombie in the Bone Temple. Just
Sir
putting that out there.
Ireland's giving Samson a run for his money.
Truly.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Genuinely.
God bless.
Samson slander on this pod. I won't
No,
allow
never.
it.
Mallory,
Astonishing.
what is the pick you made last year that you're proudest of? Is there anything you were like, wish you could have a do-over on?
I feel pretty good about picking Superman in the first round. I enjoyed that movie, and it was certainly a zeitgeist animating film. I would take a do-over on all of the following picks. I think all 4 of them,
Which are Mission Impossible,
I
Final Reckoning.
I stand by Paddington and Peru. Honestly, I'll take a do-over on rounds 2, 3, and 4.
Okay, you did Daredevil, Born
yeah.
Again, Squid Game season 3, and Paddington and Peru. Was your list? I would say Sinners is the thing I'm proudest of. Wildwood did not come out. Thunderbolts I stand by.
Oh yeah,
Mickey 17 I liked a lot more than other people liked it. So actually, like,
I liked it too, for the record.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that movie.
the most embattled I would say is probably The Last of Us season 2, which
It's
I
true.
liked, but was not well liked across the board. That is true. And then Rob, what would have been your number 1 pick last year of all the things that you're seeing on the?
I'm trying to put myself back in that headspace of like, what was I genuinely optimistic about? Because Andor, I had seen season 1, so I probably would have picked Andor season 2 out of the gate. Superman, reasonably optimistic, but also skeptical. Fantastic Four was reasonably optimistic, but skeptical. I think honestly, seeing 28 years later on Ben's list is heartening to me. And Ben should be proud of that pick.
It's a good pick.
Of plucking it. I mean, the trailer was obviously bonkers, but also everything that movie turned out to be in surprising and emotional ways. That paid off in a way that even some of the great things on this grid did not.
Ben had a good draft. I mean, obviously, the actual kind of content success of Stranger Things aside, it was a huge monoculture moment, exceedingly rare. The thing that stands out to me looking back, which we knew at the time, we felt at the time, but is really clear in hindsight, is that 2025 was a slight year in our universe, in the nerd culture universe. There just wasn't that much stuff.
That's so
3
funny.
of the 4 second-round picks didn't come out last year.
But my memory
But we're
was
heading
that-
into a year where we're like, this is 2026, we're back.
My
Like, all
memory
of the
last year,
stuff's
though, was
great.
you were like, Superman's coming out, Fantastic Four is coming out. This is our year, baby. Last of Us is coming out.
But it was like high,
Andor.
big things at the top and not as much depth.
There's a much larger
this
field.
year,
Yes, I
you
agree.
could kind of off the dome write down 75 things that are going to come out. We're going to draft 20 titles. You could go 50, 70, 80, 90, 100 deep without really
couldn't.
trying.
Yeah.
Couldn't.
Much like Sir Arlen,
Exactly.
70, 90 deep. Yeah.
90 deep for sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hopefully Ben Lindbergh will not take this as another slight because it has nothing to do with him not being here. But we have swapped out our animation category that we usually slips in a video game with adaptation. So we're doing TV show, movie, sequel, adaptation, wildcard are the categories this year.
Yes.
Here are some reminders. Something like Andor season 2 could be drafted in a sequel, not this year, obviously, because it's not coming out this year, but last year could have been put in a sequels category because follow-up seasons of television are being counted as
Yes.
sequels.
That's one of our weird little wrinkles
Yeah.
here.
I like that wrinkle.
Yeah.
My question is, are all sequels also adaptations in the spirit of like best adapted screenplay, for
No.
example?
No, fuck the Academy.
No.
I'm
no.
just asking questions out here.
Okay, so you can only have an adaptation there. You cannot have a sequel in that space.
Sequel is a category, adaptation is a category. Movie, TV, sequel, adaptation, wild card. So animation is no longer a standalone category, but you can pick an animated property
But
in
you
any
could-
of these categories.
But I would
now,
say there are
ultimately.
some sequels that are also adaptations.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Bleed
Yeah.
across
Okay,
the
okay.
categories for sure.
I see.
So not
If it's
mutually
based on a
exclusive.
source,
Yeah.
previously published
Yeah.
source
Yeah, yeah,
text.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it's an adaptation of a poem,
So the social
A
reckoning,
Frank Herbert novel,
a
perhaps?
novel,
the social reckoning would be both,
I would say that is definitively a sequel.
but not an
It's
adaptation.
an adaptation of real life events, so that gets to your.
I think it's also
your
an
little rule that
adaptation
you wanted to
of
talk about.
journalism published in the
Yeah.
Wall Street Journal.
That's an adaptation for sure on that front, no question.
Okay.
Yeah. So
However,
would be
that film is
eligible.
not
But that's
eligible
not part of
in
the
this
draft.
Don't worry,
draft.
it's not.
Okay.
It is
That is not
part
part
of
of this
our.
draft.
Y'all need to open your minds to what constitutes magic and science
You need
fiction.
to play by our rules on our podcast. Okay. So many releases can go into more than one category. What is eligible for selection? Anything confirmed for a 2026 release, or as we just discovered looking at our drafts last year, anything reasonably expected to come out in 2026 is eligible. So if they say if they've said coming soon, and let's say they've already wrapped filming and you're like, surely the special effects won't take the entire year, but then sometimes it does.
Yeah.
If you can make the case that it will come out this year, 2026, you can draft it. Any questions about that?
No.
You can pick something that has already premiered as long as it started in 2026. For example, 28 years later, The Bone Temple.
Mhm.
Speaking of our guy Samson, or A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, et cetera, et cetera. You cannot pick something that is still airing but premiered in 2025. So bad luck to the Percy Jackson and Fallout fans. That's something I guess we say to our listeners anyway, because we haven't covered those.
Just found out there's the Percy season 3 also comes out this year, though. So
That's
there you
true.
go. Percy right
Percy
back in the
on the
mix.
board.
There you go. Back on the board.
All right.
Sean will be drafting it.
In terms of eligibility, as we already alluded to, anything nerd culture is easily defendable. There are other things that I think we can make cases for of whether or not Mallory and I would cover it on House of R. I think specifically in certain adaptation spaces, we tend to sort of draw outside the lines. Would you agree, Mallory?
2 hype drafts ago, I took Gladiator 2 in the second round, continuing the tradition of just really missing in the second round.
So you're getting ready for a sword and sandals sort of
Then we sort of felt like we had to cover the movie on the pod
And that
because
was
I
tough.
had made
That
such
was-
a big deal
that was
about
tough
being
for us.
able to draft it.
That was tough for
but
us.
we have our fun here. So yeah, we can talk it through. If there's a genre pushing selection, we'll workshop it in real time. I think the date ones in hype drafts past, the date boundary pushing has always been like a pretty clear consensus from the group either way. So 2 years ago, again, I tried to select the final season of Stranger Things. I thought someone has to at least attempt it. And I was instantly rejected by the group because there was obviously no chance that show was going to come out in 2024. It did not. It came out at the end of 2025. So,
we'll work it out together.
we'll figure it out together.
This is mostly film and television, but if you want to pick a video game in honor of Ben Lindbergh, a novel, a comic, etc., you can. You're a big novel guy, right? You want to
Love novels.
Will you be
I read
selecting any
roughly 300 a
romantasy?
year.
Romantasy novels?
No, but
Getting in on the boom?
I am definitely learning more about them because they are fully infecting Hollywood right now. Particularly romance, not
Infecting
romantic.
Infecting is
is
not-
a certain
yeah.
word.
I would not say infecting. I would say
Purposeful.
penetrating.
There
Yeah.
she is.
Like Sir
There
Arlen.
she is.
Yeah,
Big
yeah.
old Sir
There
Arlen cock.
she is. Can't wait.
Give it a try.
Can't wait for the deep dive tomorrow when we're recording, Mallory. Okay.
Let Sir Arlen penetrate me? Is that what you just
I-
asked me to
I
give a
think
try?
so.
I mean, why not? But I meant give romantasy a try. It's very rewarding and educational.
I don't know about infecting. Here's what I'll say. It's an extremely popular genre that people love,
Yeah.
and people in Hollywood are starting to take that more seriously, as they should.
We
Heated
got
rivalry,
a
baby.
fourth wing update ish.
Right.
Michael B. Jordan was like, we're working on it.
But I hope we get more heated rivalry, less like Colleen Hoover. Like that's a slightly adjacent
Why are you saying
genre.
that as if you've watched Heated Rivalry, which I know you haven't?
I'm just saying I'm more open to the possibility of it.
Heated Rivalry is fantastic.
Colleen Hoover sucks.
Do you? What
I
do
would
you
say
use-
the 2 most important shows of last year were Andor season 2 and Heated Rivalry. Genuinely, Rob,
Did you see?
Inside Mallory, there are 2 wolves, and
Mallory,
those are
did,
them.
did you see the guys with the torches? Did you see them?
you know I did.
Yeah, I
you
know
know
you
the algo is still working
I
for
know.
me.
I know you did.
no idea what you're talking about.
Oh man,
The 2 stars of Heated Rivalry got to like carry
That's
the
an
Olympic
encounter.
torches
Oh, how
for
exciting.
like
it was exciting.
what was it, Monaco? I don't know where that was.
It's in Milan. Well, where they are now.
Yeah.
They're going to Milan.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know
They
where
were
they
in
were.
Interesting.
Okay.
That wasn't like a metaphor holding the torches.
Oh, carrying torches. Very sweet. Very
It was a
poetic.
dick
It was a dick joke.
Damn it.
You know.
All right, what's the goal today? For Joanna to
Mallory just
misinterpret
brings it out
sex jokes as yearning jokes, to have fun, to celebrate what awaits.
Yeah.
This is about excitement and anticipation and not necessarily predicting what will be good. Mallory wrote these notes. I think maybe looking at her hype draft from last
No,
year.
we say that every year. We say that every year. I believe that. I think that the hype draft, the point of this is to look ahead and anticipate, right? Now, granted, it's the end of January. Typically, we do it at the beginning of January. It makes a little more sense than as an annual preview, but like, we don't know if these things are going to be good. Sometimes they're great and that's energizing and exciting. Sometimes they suck and that is like despair inducing. All we have is the possibility that we will get to share these things that we love and that mean something to us, right? Collectively, individually. So that is always, I think, the idea behind the hype draft. Then we try to pair that with like what might people vote for on an Instagram graphic, certainly.
Maybe.
But this year I am going exclusively
Well,
with what am I excited for?
I think this is
That's
where
it.
your optimism bumped up against my cynicism. You know what I mean? And I feel like you, and I love that about you, that you are going to like vote with your heart and your mind. And I'm going to vote with like, do we? I have heard. I'm not sure.
Sure. Yeah.
You know, it infects the hype. So we'll see.
Well, one of the questions, without tipping picks, I was going to ask you, like, this year in particular, there are a lot of personal faves in the mix, right? So do you have like, this is for everybody, but starting with Joe, a strategy? Are you like, some of my favorite things in the entire world are on this list, and I don't care if people are going to vote for them. The point is to build a team of excitement that represents what's in.
Well, absolutely,
Yes.
because what if someone took it from me? Do you know?
If anybody here dared, I mean, they don't even know what we're talking about.
I think Rob thinks he knows what we're talking about, but that's not what we're talking about.
I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want.
I know.
So, I don't know what you're talking
Yeah.
about, but I will
You'll
not
find
let that
out.
infect
You'll
my
find out.
my
The question
strategy.
is just what round.
The
we
problem
find
is that
out
like
I would never do that. to
Rob
you.
is really good at taking the things that I want
There's-
during a
there-
draft.
The
But
thing
he's
that
drafting
he thinks
after
it
me.
might be, he could take.
He can have that.
But the thing that it is,
No one else can
The
have.
things he thinks it might be. Look, you're talking about these things as if they're
It's
mutually
and/or,
exclusive.
yeah.
Here's the thing. I'm going to do my draft. In the process, I'm sure I will steal things that all of you love,
Mhm.
and I will speak for the common man because I am the common man. I'm at
Yeah.
a table of coastal elites, but like I am in touch with ultimately the tastes of America.
Why are you pitching to the Redskins right now?
I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
Why don't you lay on
I
your
just-
dolls
I
and
have to
text it
say,
a little
I'm
thicker?
folksy.
You are the least common man of anybody at
Yeah.
this table when it comes to your film.
Over the
taste,
last 5
genuinely.
years, what were the 2 cities you lived in?
No comment.
Okay.
Don't have to. My lawyer said I don't have to answer that.
Just start sprinkling the y'alls in and
That's all it takes.
talk about it. All right, listen.
I'm from provincial Long Island, so I stand alone. I stand apart on an island.
Quite
Yeah.
literally apart.
Yes.
Just to
Culturally,
check in,
socially.
your Knicks and Mets hats do have Marty Supreme A24 logos on the side, right? You did tell me that you secured those.
Just Mets,
Yes,
actually.
just
yeah.
Mets,
Yeah,
okay.
just Mets.
All right.
Yeah.
I think none of us get to claim people salt of the earth.
Let's zag. Coastal elites. They're good.
They're good.
Good,
There you go.
actually.
Wow.
They were right.
You can vote.
know
Guess what? They weren't. I don't know. You can vote
Yeah.
for this on the Ringerverse socials and on the Spotify episode page.
That's right.
And I will be whipping votes, and we'll see what that does for me.
Okay.
Okay.
Interesting.
I will not be doing that.
Who gives a shit?
I
know?
do.
Just like God knows. And/or season 2, you won, Sean. Good job.
Mm.
God knows.
Yeah.
He'll know. If you do it, he'll know.
Is that what? Are you
Okay.
once again applying, appealing to the?
No, I'm reapplying to be in service of God,
Mm.
and God is channeling through me good picks.
Yes.
That's what's about to happen here. Let's go.
Okay.
I'm so excited.
Great.
Love a draft.
On that genuinely perturbing note, let's start the draft. So drafting first, reminder is Sean Fennessey, and a reminder to you, Sean Fennessey, to when you make your pick of the Odyssey or whatever the case may be that you pick first, say which category you're picking.
Okay. I think that there are 3 potential moves here.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I kind of want to talk them out.
Go for it.
You opposed to them being talked
You
out?
can talk them out, but then are you then giving Mallory and me hints as what we should do next?
I don't give a shit what Sean thinks I should pick.
Great.
Thank you. We're at the top of the draft, so
Pick
there are
what's in
some
the heart.
very obvious contenders.
I agree
right?
there is a top 3, I think.
So obviously the Odyssey is
Yes.
very hotly tipped for a variety of reasons. It's likely to be one of the biggest movies of the year. It's also going to be an awards contender. It's Christopher Nolan's follow-up to Oppenheimer. You immediately thought Odyssey for me.
Well, again, you spent nearly your entire budget
Yes. But that was a little
in the
different
big pick auction.
because that
You're going for your tic-tac-toe.
well, what I wanted to do was get under Chris's skin.
Yeah.
You succeeded.
Which worked.
That seemed like
That
a
was mean.
I-
Honestly, it was
targeted
mean.
attack. Yeah.
I am very excited for the film, but I wouldn't say that it's my most anticipated movie of the year.
Right.
And in fact, it was not on my most anticipated movies of the year list when we
Mhm.
did it on the big
Yep.
picture.
Right.
So
So you'll be taking Clayface
when you-
number 1.
well, but when you talk about hype,
Yeah.
and trying to be true to the spirit of hype, I'm significantly more hyped for another movie,
Uh-huh.
which is Dune Part 3.
Okay. That,
The-
yep.
The Dune movies are improving as
Mhm.
they're going along.
Mhm.
I also just talked recently on a show about how whether or not this becomes a big Best Picture contender, Denis Villeneuve is about to go to James Bond land and is not going to maybe have as much creative freedom as I think he
Mm.
may be willing to exercise in Dune Part 3. So
Uh-huh.
I'm really stoked on that.
Okay. What's your third and your
Well,
top
then,
3 here?
then there's
Doomsday?
there's Project Hail Mary,
Not
this
Avengers
is the
Doomsday at
get
number
under
3.
people's skin move.
which
As you know, it is one of
know,
our favorite books.
This is.
So that
I
would just be-
texted
that would
you
be
about
fucked
this,
up.
Sean.
well,
We had a conversation about this.
hugely anticipated,
Yeah.
right?
definitely the thing I've texted you the most about over the last
Yeah.
year.
Wow.
I was in the room
Yeah.
at CinemaCon when they premiered the extended trailer for the film,
We were in the room at San Diego Comic Con.
That's right.
right?
Yeah.
So got you beat by 4 months.
Yeah.
Um,
Uh-huh.
Just coastal elite shit through and through, I gotta say. I was in my room watching on YouTube, like
I'm
the
not-
rest of America.
I'm not anticipating Project Hail Mary as much as I'm anticipating the other 2 films.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it. It's coming out really soon.
Very soon.
Yes. Quite.
March.
It is the first really big movie of 2026. But I think it's in third, and then maybe there's 4 4 and 5 are also kind of interesting. But
That's not what you would have said.
I would have said Doomsday at 3. I'm surprised.
Well, I've got some big concerns.
I'm very dubious about that.
Big
I would
concerns.
just remind you, and this is, again, everybody's strategy can differ. This is, are you drafting for personal excitement, or are you like drafting to appeal to the Ringerverse voting public?
No.
Because that's who's voting.
I'm just,
but that's
not.
not.
You give a shit
so
about
cynical.
that. No, it's not
So
cynical.
cynical.
No, but
this
I'm
is
actually
a big
like,
film in our universe.
That's
I'm
true.
actually like,
That's true.
I don't disagree with you, but I feel like people are a little chilly on it.
I will say I'm anticipating it.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely excited to see it. As you guys know, I love the last 2 Avengers films. I'm kind of on paper in on anything Marvel, and we'll watch anything Marvel. But obviously
you loved Quantumania.
They've really kind of filtered my interest over the last 5 years.
Doomsday falling in this draft would not surprise me at all.
And it could
Won't
become a
surprise
great
me at
value
all.
pick.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just going to go with Dune Part 3. That's the movie that I want to see the most.
Pretty annoying.
Tough.
But
Yeah.
And
what category?
I think it's going in sequel, because there are some cool sequels that I like, but nothing nearly as strong to me as Dune Part 3.
Sequel. Okay.
And there's a lot of adaptations this year.
This is what feels crushing about being 4th in this draft. Is like, I just have no shot at this movie in particular and the Odyssey in particular. Like, there's just no chance that they're going to filter down to me.
But you're going to get such a good second round pick.
We'll see. I mean, I would have loved to have the Sandworm in hand versus have to go,
Indeed.
filtering through and find
Crazy.
something in
Always
4 and
love to
5.
have Sandworm in
There's a
hand.
very, very, very minor risk in taking Dune Part 3. One, it's currently dated for the same day as Avengers Doomsday.
Dune will surely move up, right?
Well, the thinking had been that it would move into October or November for
Yeah.
the longest time. Warner Brothers has still not moved it. And now those dates are getting filled, including with some films we may draft here in October and November. And it's suddenly looking like
In terms
not
of
as easy.
In terms of like a Sir Arlen-esque, like slamming your cock on the table sort of move. How do you
Sure.
feel about
Is that
Marvel?
what he does in the episode?
No, but
No.
he walks out of a
hut?
cottage, small cottage.
Oh, he went to the cottage.
He went to the cottage and he just takes a piss very close to the door, too close to the door.
Mm.
And we hear some tales about his life and his legacy as we just watch him hold his giant cock.
Okay, but
Thanks for asking.
I did that to myself, but
Thanks for asking.
the countdown clock that Marvel put up for Doomsday,
Yeah,
starting when the trailer released,
Sure.
and now it's
They're
like
not
up on
moving
their
now.
socials
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yep.
Did that feel like we're pissing all over this date? And
For sure. And I think they're also I think that they know that the murmurs are that like
tepid.
this may not go well.
Right.
So they need to kind of like be really steely in the face of that. But the one thing that could happen, this isn't going to happen, I don't think, but let's just give it a 1% chance. What if they push Dune into early 2027? And they say, we're grabbing just like the Dune Part 2, we're grabbing February or March. And we're going to try to make another $1 billion in that place where we'll have a lot more open landscape, especially if we don't think it's an Oscar movie.
Well, what if they do think it's an Oscar movie and the field is too crowded and they want to move into a...
If I'm them, I'm probably
not go
moving it
head-to-head
to
with-
November 1st or whatever,
Yeah.
that first weekend of November. If I think it's a for sure Best Picture contender, but we just saw Avatar: Fire and Ash, number 3 in a franchise installment with even more weirdness in the story, miss in Best Picture. So there's a lot of...
Oh my God. Come
Are
on.
you putting Avatar and Dune
How
in the same
dare you?
conversation on my podcast?
Dune
I mean,
Part 3 is
Avatar-
going to be...
Avatar is a more decorated movie at the Academy Awards.
Does that matter?
Okay.
I mean,
The
right.
Does to me.
the Villeneuve Dune films are sensational. Adapting Dune Messiah, it feels like what Villeneuve is like alive to do.
Mhm.
I think this is a great pick at number 1. I think that Odyssey would have been a great pick at number 1, but I can't quibble with Dune Part 3. I easily my most anticipated movie.
When
Let
do
me
you think
just
it will
say-
come out?
Can I just say really quickly?
October, the last week of October.
I think you know that Oscars matter to me, but I think when it's Academy Award-winning Suicide Squad, there are ways in which the Oscars don't matter to me. Do you know what I mean?
You know, it's a good win for Suicide
Is
Squad.
it? Okay.
Quality
Mallory-
legacy for DCEU.
Would you care to try?
I will be selecting the Odyssey, which I assumed would go number 1 in the
Sure.
draft. And I would have been thrilled, obviously, to take Dune Part 2 at number 2. But I am also delighted and astonished to be able to select the Odyssey. I'll be taking it in adaptation.
Makes sense.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's the spot.
Which I'm excited to be able to get my adaptation pick in early. That feels good and fun and right. And hey, look, we've been doing a hot Nolan summer into crisp Nolan fall into whatever our Nolan nomenclature for the winter into spring will be. We're rewatching and celebrating all of the Chris Nolan movies here on House of R just because we're so fucking excited for the Odyssey. So in terms of like hype and anticipation here at the House of R, Dune and Odyssey, and for us, because of our affection for Project Hail Mary, like
we love a dense text that's adapted, sort of.
These are, and just obviously for the Odyssey,
you love the
like,
Wine Dark Sea. You're a big fan.
Like CR, and again, I'm in the CR seat, so I'll just say it aloud. The sea is dope.
Yeah.
The sea is dope, and I like to be out on the
Odysseus
open
might
waters.
disagree, to be honest.
Scylla, Charybdis.
We love a Greek myth. We love mythology here on the House of R. We love a Nolan film. Look at this fucking cast. We like to be in a big IMAX screen. We like to have everybody in the seat in the theater on the same weekend.
Are you guys going to reread the Odyssey?
Yes,
100%.
As Joanna knows, my angelic husband bought me that beautiful folio edition, and I'm actually like afraid to touch it.
Don't read that one.
I'm scared to touch it. It's so beautiful.
No. That's
It's
for
so
displaying.
beautiful.
We'll get you a paperback for reading.
I got one in Greece, actually, in October.
Oh, actually, who am I kidding? You're going to read it digitally. I think you know that.
Like to highlight on the Kindle for pod prep.
Are we translation snobs? Like, is there a particular cut of the Odyssey that we need to turn to first and foremost?
Question.
I know this is like a very opinionated subject in the classics community.
Should we ask Dobbins? Because she revealed recently that she has like 18 copies.
That's a lot of copies.
I'm just going to use my text from college.
Works for
that
me.
already has notes in the margin.
That feels like cheating, though.
I'm looking into an illustrated
what the hell
retelling
did
here.
19-year-old
Illustrated is
Joanna know?
We're going to find out.
Read to my child.
Very fun way to do it.
I have been doing some thinking, though. I think 2026 is off to a pretty rough start, if we're all being honest about it. I am ready to sail to a witchy island and be turned into a pig. Like, I'm cool with it. I'm ready to surrender.
You're going to go with the Lotus Eaters, though. That's a better place.
I don't know. Chewing on acorns for years?
Okay.
I would take it at this
pig
point.
Life. Hashtag pig life. That's like a real, like, cottagecore
That's what I'm saying.
vibe from you. Okay,
what's cozier than that?
Sure.
I agree.
I guess it's my turn.
You have great choices here.
Thanks so much for amping me up. I'm sure I'm going to pick something that's going to baffle you.
No.
Take it. Do it. I'm not going to do it here, but I am going to do it on the turn.
Yeah,
but I do think the thinnest, well, you can go in that category. This is a time for big swings.
Oh.
At the top of the draft, Joanna? Yeah. I think I want to potentially bother Sean, though I'm not sure that that's what that's going to do.
I'm trying to guess what you might be doing here. Okay, so a movie that's going to bother Sean. Oh, I think I know what you're going to do.
I don't know. I think I'm going to pick Disclosure Day.
Yeah, okay.
And this is the mysterious, but it's aliens, probably Steven Spielberg film with Emily Blunt.
Which category?
Our guy, Josh O'Connor. It's a great question. Let's just put it in film. Why not?
Gotta be a movie, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not an adaptation, right? It's original.
It's original. It could be a wild card.
Do you want to take a crack at the voice croak?
No, do you want?
No, I mean, it's your
to?
pick. You first.
I think you know how I feel about strange voices.
That's what I thought. I thought it might mean something to you. I thought it might have reached like a very visceral place.
Do you want to tell Sean what we did last night?
We went to go see Inland Empire at the Academy Museum last night
wow.
with hundreds of our closest friends.
Very chill. Yeah.
I don't think I've recovered. I feel like I'm in a weird trance and my grip on reality is slipping even as we speak. Joe had quite a reaction many times in the movie, including, how would you describe that one scene where the guy is doing the weird like finger, but also croaking?
Nightmare fuel.
It's a lot.
Interesting choice, considering that movie I know was recently restored to 4K, but was also shot with a potato. So
it was.
It was shot with a potato.
This was the 4K restoration.
Of the potato shot. Yeah. It was. Laura Dern was there. We had a good time.
Let me tell you, potatoes have never looked better.
Yeah. That is a very upsetting movie.
It was incredibly upsetting.
Perturbing.
Yeah.
Disclosure Day.
Yeah.
Tell
us.
Steven Spielberg, great cast. Like, we're all fans of Josh O'Connor. Anything Josh O'Connor wants to do. Coleman Domingo, the best thing about some dubious properties this last year. Wyatt Russell, our guy. Just like an incredible cast. David Koepp, sort of like a bit hit or miss in the genre space, but a name that brings optimism to my heart writing the screenplay. And this is just like Spielberg potentially back to his roots. We've done a couple Spielberg Big Pick episodes, and we've been sort of lamenting how long it's been since we felt like Spielberg had a real hit. And wouldn't it be sick
No.
if Spielberg made an incredible sci-fi movie this year? So that is why I'm picking Disclosure Day, number 1.
Really good pick. I'm kind of fascinated by what this movie does because
Yeah.
it's a huge swing. And if it was not Steven Spielberg's name attached to it, a movie like this would not be dated for June 25th. You know, like it's hard to get a movie like this made these days. And if you remove Ready Player One, it's been almost 2 decades since he made a movie.
If
of
only
this
we could
scope.
remove Ready Player One.
He just hasn't made a
that
movie at this scale
filmography.
in a long time. So I'm excited. Great pick.
I'm certainly hoping there's like a little Minority Report sci-fi thriller energy into it. And it seems like it's
I think it
hopefully
will be.
leaning in that direction more than Ready Player One. I mean, literally any other direction than Ready Player One would be much appreciated.
Rob Mahoney.
I mean, I will take Project Hail Mary. This book means absolutely nothing to me.
So fucking, this is so fucking annoying, honestly.
But
Joe,
I mean, you just left it there
don't
for
think
him.
you should have let Rob do
You
this
just left
to
it
us,
out there.
is the thing.
look, I'm psyched to see it. I like love Gosling. Honestly, I am quite, as a non-book reader.
This is infuriating.
It's just a classic Mahoney move, and it's fine.
It was right there.
More category. God damn it.
I will take an adaptation, which I also think is like a
An
little
adaptation
thin.
of a text you have no relationship
I actually
to.
think
That's
adaptation
fine.
is pretty.
That's fine.
I haven't read it. I will not be reading it.
I was thinking about reading it.
Yeah, the trailer is lovely. I'm furious about the end of the trailer, at least the first cut, and some of the reveals within it that I would have really preferred not to know.
Me too. I felt the same way.
Joe and I have talked about this a lot. I think there's some value in them really just showing us what the story is and hopefully drawing more people. I will say that the part of the delight of the book is the surprises that wait for you. So it is a little bit of a bummer that so much has been revealed. That said, when you get to see what has been revealed, fucking electric. Just electric. I had my nails digging into Joe's arm at Comic-Con, elbow and Van on the other side. Like this
Van
is just
going
a
from-
wonderful.
Van, over the course of that panel, going from what the hell is this to they got me, and he was like almost teary-eyed
Yes.
and like very boyishly looking up at the screen was
mean,
a really great
We
experience.
love a van on an arc, honestly. Him selling it sells it.
Yeah, this is a really, really great story, and it's a fun sci-fi story. It's a fun, like, what will you do to rally in the face of great odds story, but it's just a beautiful friendship story, and it is easily one of my most anticipated movies of the year, so I'm very annoyed that you got this.
Well, also, plus, as far as the Gosling intergalactic traveler movies go, this is the one I feel comfortable betting on. I know the other one probably isn't a 2026 release, but it's like, he's a great emissary to send out into space, but in this capacity and not in the, like, I'm going to babysit on a different planet capacity. I don't know what's going on with
So he's been an astronaut.
That also looks great.
First Man, which is awesome.
In this film, in Starfighter, and in Only God Forgives. He played an astronaut in all 4 of those films.
There you go.
4 classics.
Earth is not big enough for Gosling.
Rob Mahoney, you have another pick.
I mean, what a luxury. Fuck it, I will take Doomsday. I will embrace the chaos of a gigantic release.
So annoying.
I'm going to take it in sequel, just to leave my options open a little bit.
Yep. Okay.
I hope to God this movie is good. I hope it's just watchable. I hope I don't come out of it with the feeling that I left the theater with after seeing Fantastic Four, which is just like, this enterprise, this machine has lost every capacity to put like energy into these movies. And I will say I'm like a little stirred by some of the trailers and the teasers so far. It's a lot of fatherhood, which sure, maybe not every character needs that particular bond to make this movie go.
Been there though, you know. Once you've been there, whew,
do you see
you're Thor and you're holding a baby, and then you're Captain America and you're holding a baby,
Yeah.
And then you're just like watching Marty Supreme, and you're like, oh.
Wouldn't you
the
say
baby,
that
you know?
the Infinity
This baby is
Saga
here.
was
This
like
matters.
the father of our shared fandom? You know,
I
we're
would,
just trying to tap into that nostalgia.
but then you got to do something else beyond fatherhood. Like I want the midlife crisis Marvel movie, and that's what I'm hoping. That's the energy I'm hoping they bring. What is the space Corvette?
I have to say, one, I thought Deadpool and Wolverine was bad, and I really enjoyed it, and I had like a great time.
Yeah.
And watching Cyclops go apeshit on Sentinels, I was like, I am 9 years old.
Yep.
Like I will be happy when they are doing that. I have a lot of misgivings about we need to use these old characters to convince people to be interested in something going forward. And they completely bungled like 3 or 4 characters in the last 5 years. But Marsden releasing ruby red vision all over giant robots.
Pretty cool.
I'm
It
in.
works.
Like I am interested in that as like a monkey brained kid.
Yes.
Did you watch X-Men 97?
I did. I loved it. I drafted it, I believe.
Yeah, you did.
Well,
I just didn't know if that meant you watched
The year
it.
before it came
Yeah.
out.
Did I?
Yeah, in the first round.
okay.
And then I got it the next year. At
But
the
it
end
was
of the draft
great.
in the year it actually came out.
No, it was
fantastic.
wonderful, but like there's been this whole chatter online about like, the reclaiming of Cyclops.
Yes.
Like,
What if Cyclops is
Yes.
good, actually?
Yeah.
I'm on a text thread with some friends where we're kind of like casting yourself, and I relate to Scott. Scott.
I don't think you want to say that
You're
out
a
loud.
Scott guy?
I the older I get, the more I understand Scott's plight.
I would
you know?
like to
Everybody
take-
loves Wolvie, right?
I would
Or
like to
you're,
take
you're
2
Jean
steps
Grey,
back.
but I don't,
You're on a text thread where you guys say which X-Men you are.
it's one of the cooler threads I'm on. It's full of cool people who have
Follow-up
good
question,
taste.
why are we not on there?
Yeah.
If you'd like to be, you can add you on.
I've always thought of you as having Magneto energy. I'm going to be honest.
Like, yeah, maybe that's true.
You have a point of view.
If I live long enough, I do
Maybe.
become
Huge
Eric
compliment.
Lehnsherr. Yeah,
Huge compliment.
yeah,
Jean Grey.
yeah. Obvious, very obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah. The power to destroy the universe. Mallory Rubin.
Occasional
Yeah, some
Dark
control.
Phoenix.
Dark Phoenix.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah.
I really hope Doomsday is good. That to me, Doomsday is emblematic of the spirit of the hype draft. You live in the now until you can't any longer. You live in the moment of
That's-
anticipation until they rip it away
great.
from you.
I also
you
think
know?
the closer we get, more people are going to want to believe in it. And so we're going to ride the hype train together. And if it's a disappointment, we're going to look back and say, we never believed in it in the first place.
Maybe I think that there's a level of like rational detachment where some people will say we never believed, or like this was always so like nakedly craven and creatively bankrupt.
To be clear, it is that.
Not to be confused with Kraven the Hunter.
Exactly.
One of your most anticipated
Oh
movies.
boy,
in
that was
2024.
a good time on the pod.
Yeah.
I think that if Doomsday is bad, it will be an absolute crisis for fans of a certain type of comic book.
But let's use this opportunity to talk
Experience.
about the first 4 things that were selected in this draft. I mean, this is how dramatically even this exercise has changed in the last 4 years. The Odyssey, Dune Part 3, but made by a prestige filmmaker with awards consideration.
For sure.
Project Hail Mary, an original sci-fi novel.
Yep.
And what was the last one?
Disclosure Day
And Disclosure Day.
Yeah.
An original science
is
fiction
what-
story.
when we
Everything
did-
has totally changed.
When we did the mid-year Best Movie of the Year Big Pick last year, or we were talking about like trends, and I was talking about how like original storytelling in 2025 having this big surgence was so exciting, and for us to be at the end, like I'm so excited about what happened last year with films and their success.
I am too. I
Same.
think it's all of the films that have been taken so far are totally appropriate for this draft too. It's not like anybody's reaching beyond what you guys would normally cover. But on top of that, it's not. They are original stories or they're adaptations of kind of more historical literature. But they have like a lot of they have roots. Like Disclosure Day is part of a lineage of science fiction storytelling from a filmmaker. You know, these Project Hail Mary feels like revisiting a certain kind of like The Martian standing in for a certain kind of.
I mean,
Lord
the
and
Odyssey-
Miller getting to like do their Han Solo.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
These are all part of a tradition. I mean, Dune, obviously one of the influential texts on all of the things that we all consume and cover, and the Odyssey is like it's the story.
Number one.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
So yeah, will we continue
What of the
that
Bible?
trend?
Gilgamesh would like a word,
Yeah.
but that's okay.
Gilgamesh would like a word.
All right, so it's my turn. I'm gonna do it. It's the stupidest move I could possibly make, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I have to move myself. My most anticipated thing of this year is television series called The Vampire Lestat. That's Interview with the Vampire Season 3. I genuinely think this is going to be, for me, the best thing that happens this year. If I'm going to make my pitch right now for people who have not watched Interview with the Vampire, which is an incredible, this is its 3rd season, an incredible television series anyway. Hey, if you liked Heated Rivalry and you like toxic gay yearning, have I got a show for you, Interview with the Vampire. This season, the 3rd season, which focuses on the Vampire Lestat, is also a musical season. So they've written original music.
Wow.
We're watching the Vampire Lestat go on tour. He is a rock star. And I just think this has a potential because it's sort of its own thing, slightly independent of the first 2 seasons, it has the potential to retroactively like boost the first 2 seasons into the consciousness. Sam Reed and Jacob Anderson as Louis and Lestat are 2 of my favorite performances we've seen on television. I feel like I'm so happy for Hudson Williams and Connor Story out of Heated Rivalry, but I feel like Sam Reed and Jacob Anderson deserve this level of like adoration and star boosting from this. Eric Bogosian, just an all-time icon on this show in general, but as a very snarky journalist, Daniel Malloy, he's just the best. And Jennifer Ely is here. I mean, this is just going to be my shit, like pure uncut my shit. Is it stupid to pick it here? Yes.
No.
I live in fear of anyone else having it.
Yeah, it's not stupid because I would have taken it.
Would you?
Again, sight unseen, just for the
Just
purposes
to
of taking
bother
it in
me?
this draft. It's not to bother you.
No, it
but
is to bother
look,
me. If you take Project Hail Mary and the Vampire Lestat, you're here to bother.
That's not to bother.
I
That's
used to be the cruel one on drafts, but I've mellowed in my old age. And you've become the monster.
I'm just looking to siphon. Look, the listeners of this podcast adore the 2 of you and adore the things that you introduce them to. And the word cloud of what you just said, Joe, toxic gay vampire romance that's also a musical is just about the most Joanna Robinson thing I've ever heard.
I know.
And so I was looking to grab some of those people to rally them to my cause. That's all.
Well, now you can't.
No, it's off
Joe
the
stayed
board.
true to herself. TV?
I'm
Sequel?
putting in TV. I think there is a really good TV pick that I did not pick, but other than that, I think TV is pretty thin actually this year in our world. There's a really good one still on the board that I probably should have picked, but I did not want Rob Mahoney to do anything to me. Not that he could have, because I had another turn. But anyway, The Vampire Lestat.
Wasn't on my board.
I know. But have you considered?
Which of those things
It's a
are
great
you
show.
anti? Toxic
Toxic
gay
gay
romances, vampires, or musicals?
I'm more broadly
Google-
anti-TV. Is it really more
Google
my issue?
Sam Reed shirtless.
That's not how I would get
Sam
Sean.
Reed
That's
shirtless.
not how I would get
right now.
Sean Fennessey into the fold.
I'm not opposed to looking at him
Allow me to
shirtless,
make a
but-
curated pitch
Boy.
to you later.
Okay, great.
And it's not
I'm
Google this shirtless
I'm not
guy.
generally opposed to anything you just pitched.
I recently watched the first 2 seasons of this television program.
What would
and
you say?
it was fucking fantastic.
What would you say about the visual, the cinematography on this show? This
Gorgeous.
is a beautiful show.
It's beautifully rendered in every respect. The acting is sensational and the writing is just like resplendent.
Yeah.
And Joe knows this because she and Adam are on a vibrant text thread about it. But Adam, who has a relationship to the canon in a way that I did not.
Based on the Anne Rice novels.
Yeah, based on the novels, is like, this is just one of the best shows that they have made. So
Charles Holmes loves it. Van Lathan loves it.
yes, I think the pattern is if people give it a shot, they're like, this is pretty damn good. And it would be cool if more people watched it. For that reason alone, I think it's cool to pick it in the second round of the hype draft. Bring more attention to it. I also think it's cool because now I can pick a Knight of the Seven Kingdoms with my
that's not
next
actually
pick,
what I was thinking of.
which
But yeah.
I want to have on my team. Again, the show has started, but it is a 2026 release, so it is eligible to be selected. I will be taking that as a TV show. And we're at the time of recording this, and I think still when this comes out, 2 episodes will have aired. It's 6 episodes, bite-sized, 30 minutes. And this television show is wonderful.
Great.
It is based on the Hedge Knight novella, The Tales of Dunk and Egg, that Joe and I just absolutely adore. And my most fervent hope and desire is that the word of mouth continues to be positive and the buzz builds. And by the last couple weeks of this show, people are like, I got to sit down on Sunday night to watch this and share this with my pals who like to go to Westeros because it is delightful and charming, and the energy and essence and comedy and spirit, and also really rich themes about honor and hope and intention and identity are all here. And it's just like really an energetic return to Westeros. I love Thrones. I want to have it on my team. And now I do.
I think episode 3 is going to turn a lot of people's attention to it. I'm very excited for that.
Well, so this isn't the only Throne show coming out this year.
No,
Correct.
and
So
I-
House of the Dragon 3 is
Summer.
November? Summer.
Theoretically
There's-
summer.
I won't be surprised if that moves back, but so far they've said summer.
Well, so is that
Wow.
the confirmation of you already feel good about sight seen A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms is good versus House of the Dragon TBD in the coming season? Or is there something about the bones and the DNA of those particular shows that this appeals to you
We know
more?
the bones appeal,
I mean,
clearly. Yeah.
But there's bones abound in
No,
Westeros.
I would not have hesitated. If I had not gotten A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, which I had as my number one TV show on my TV show list, and pretty high on my sequels and adaptations list as well, I gotta say. I would not have hesitated to take House of the Dragon season 3 later, and just would have probably prepared a little speech, and a little apology to George R. R. Martin as I selected it, because he is in such a public war with
He certainly
It's a
is.
feud.
that show team. But I like Hot D, and I think that, not to get ahead on a pick nobody has made, but I think season 3 of House of the Dragon will be excellent. Bangers only, based on the canon that
Where
awaits.
they are in the story.
So
Love that.
I think anybody who wants to pick that should do so without hesitation. I think it'll be a good season of TV.
Sean Fennessey.
You're on the turn here. This is exciting.
I
Will
feel
you
like
do
the
2
board
movies?
fell in my direction for what I wanted, not for whether I can win with your audience or whether or not I can stymie Rob effectively or whatever, but what I want,
Great.
I think is going to go well. Now, I'm not always great at actually watching the things that I select. For example, Alien Earth. I watched 2 episodes and I was like, nope, not for me. This isn't what I think this should be. Wasn't a fan.
Right. But then did you still listen to all of our podcasts about it?
I trust you did.
I did not.
Tough.
But I've heard great things. I've heard they are
Yeah, about the
elite
podcast.
podcasts.
Yes. We had fun.
So I'm very pleased for you
Yeah.
guys.
We had fun. Have you
Remember
heard of the
Tim
eyeball
Oliphant was
jockey?
here?
Sure do. Interview of a lifetime.
Friend of the pod,
was
Timothy
happy, was
Oliphant.
happy for you guys.
Thanks.
You know, I
We
actually
were
did
happy
watch
for-
that
we were
content on
happy
social
for us
media.
too,
Yeah.
honestly. Yeah.
And you were charmed by it.
Well, I've had Tim Oliphant stock for a long time, so
Okay.
I'm happy for you guys.
Since when? Girl Next Door? What was it that won you over?
Go.
Go.
I mean,
is-
he's
Just go.
amazing
Go
and
is
go.
just incredible. What a breakthrough as
Yeah.
the worst person in the universe.
But
the
the
best-
very hot.
But the best person
Yeah,
to ever
girl.
wear a Santa hat, I think.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Very sleazy and sexy
Todd.
and dangerous.
I think I know what you're going to pick based on this preamble, but we'll see.
Well, I mean, I have 2 picks, right? So I'll get the obvious one out of the way first. In movie, I'll be taking Spider-Man: Brand New Day,
Mhm.
which I've never not liked a Spider-Man movie,
Sure. Same.
including even the ones people don't like. Spider-Man is eternal. I love him. If you think I have strong feelings for Cyclops blowing up Sentinels, just wait until Peter Parker is cracking wise while flying through his city.
Yep.
Change in filmmaker here, which will be interesting. The first
Yeah.
time John Watts is not on a film.
Mhm.
I assume there's going to be some connectivity to Doomsday here. Feels obvious,
Sure,
and yet you read a lot about how Sony is kind of desperate to reel Spidey back in and get a little bit more ownership over that property over the long
Constant.
term.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I'm quite curious, but the gang's back, Holland's back. I'm going to do those movies with my daughter too, which I'm excited about. She's really into Spidey, as all little kids are, because of Spidey and His Amazing Friends, which is crack cocaine on Disney Plus.
Sadie Sink is here.
That's right.
Playing
Sink.
TBD?
Sure.
Playing
I
Jean
mean,
Grey?
If you've
Playing-
never been on the internet playing TBD, sure.
I just see a lot of stuff floating around, a lot of theories about who she could be playing in this movie. So I genuinely don't know.
I
Lucille
think,
Ball?
There are a
I
couple-
think it's out there.
Okay. I'm not in the right corners.
Is she playing historic villain Scorpion? Who is she playing? No,
No, Michael
Michael Mando is playing
Mando.
Scorpion.
Yeah,
That's
back.
right. That's
Yeah.
exciting.
Michael Mando, Better Call Saul. Hi.
So Spidey in movie, and then in TV, I'm going Lanterns.
yeah, that's what I would have picked if I hadn't picked.
That hurts.
Now
I had Lanterns very high on my TV
I have
list. Had it
another
at 4.
TV show that I'm really interested in, and I don't think anybody's going to take it. And if anybody doesn't, I want to talk about it at the end.
You can take it in wild card, or if it's a sequel, you can take it in a sequel. You're not eliminated. You can take a television show in more than just the TV show category.
I know
He's the movie guy.
there's just a
Yeah.
lot of movies that I want.
But remember last year when he took like all TV shows, except for you took a lot of TV shows last year,
I
didn't
think
you?
I took 2, right? No, 3. I took Night of the Seven Kingdoms, Alien Earth, and Andor.
Yeah, that was
Um,
weird that you did
That
that.
was weird. And I got Fantastic Four, which didn't work out.
I enjoyed
Lanterns,
that
of course, new HBO Max series, Green Lantern adaptation starring Kyle Chandler and Aaron Pierre. Comes to us from Damon Lindelof. Very excited about that.
Damon's not the lead creator on that
Yeah.
show, I should say.
I don't know who that person is. You can fill me in on that.
It's the guy from Ozark, I think, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's Jason Bateman, as far as I know.
No.
Yeah.
The other guy.
It's Jason. It's either Jason Bateman or Laura Linney who's running the show.
I don't think we should. Well,
Laura Linney presents Lanterns is something I'm interested
my
in.
God.
it's Chris Mundy. And Tom King also is involved. But
Oh.
you can like Lindelof's fingerprints are on this show, but it's not like this is his follow up to Watchmen or something like
Right.
that.
So here's my thing. I do need these lanterns to do some lanterning. Like I do need them to get the ring out and
Yeah.
make stuff.
They're
Like
going
if it
to.
is just a gritty, feet on the ground, like desert
But
cop drama
That's
with
how,
lanterns,
that is how
Yeah.
they
I
are.
don't want that.
They are describing it as, I believe, True Detective for the
Yes.
DC.
A murder
Sure.
mystery,
Now,
yeah.
we have
Yeah.
heard many a Marvel creator use that kind of verbiage to
Sure.
describe one of their properties that is ultimately about a guy with a shield hitting a guy in an iron suit. So just because you say something is something. Now, if there's no lanterning, if they don't make
There
a
will be some
giant tank
lanterning.
with a lantern,
There will be some.
I'm gonna be fucking pissed. Like I'm gonna demand to get on this show.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be calling you guys every day, and I'm gonna be like, "Where are the fucking lanterns?
You're welcome.
Why are they not?"
We could have a corner every week on our lantern
Yeah.
coverage that's just
Great.
Sean being like, God damn it, where are the lanterns?
Now,
You
if,
can submit us selfie videos the way Ben did, and we'll consider airing them.
If you flip a table, you can definitely come on the show.
I can't promise that I'll be as calm and collected as Ben was there, but I feel like this is a good pick, right? This show,
It's a great pick.
Is this the second most anticipated show in this space this year after the Thrones duo?
I would personally, just because of my Thrones obsession, have both Thrones shows at the top of the list, and then I had Lanterns and one other show
I
in
think
a
people,
tier.
I think people are really excited about Lanterns because they're thinking of it as a Damon Lindelof show, and I just want to
Mhm.
like temper slightly that expectation.
Well, I think there's also the hope of like, can you actually make a property with these characters that is good,
Right.
that is not animated?
Right.
Like the animated versions of Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan, I think have been pretty effective, but live action's been a fucking disaster.
And Kyle Chandler is playing Hal Jordan.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes. And
proper
let me
Hal
say
Jordan,
this.
canon Hal Jordan.
Yes,
There
as I
is a-
understand
That's just
it.
a great character.
Promotional photo, obviously, that they have released.
I knew you were going to talk
And
about this.
I just am prepared to say and commit to House of our canon that nobody has, other than Harrison Ford and Witness, and obviously Aragorn when he opens the doors, nobody has ever looked hotter than Kyle Chandler as Hal Jordan in the first promotional image for Lanterns. Nobody. The salt and pepper hair, the kind of shag. He's basically in like a Last of Us
Yeah.
apocalypse
The outerwear.
jacket. Like, it's
You love a
just,
jacket.
Boy,
He's 60 years old.
I know.
That's
my
Mal's
sweet
zone.
spot.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is ideal.
Maybe even young.
Yeah.
A little young.
Yeah.
Oh, now that I
Okay.
age, that's a little young. And we're early in the Gods and Monsters, like dawn of the new DCU still. So there's just a lot of hype and anticipation in general. I had one or two shows I would have taken ahead of this, but this was a top 4 TV show on the ranking for me. I think it's a completely good and fine pick. Yeah.
Oh, Mallory Rubin.
This is kind of where things open up in a. I could take 17 things here. I think I'm going to follow through on my pledge at the beginning of the draft to just go with my heart and go with things that I love. And yes, things that I'm dreading might let us down, but really desperately hope are going to be good.
And I hope for you that they are good.
Thank you. I know you know what I'm going to take. This is, again, like emblematic to me of the spirit of the hype draft. If we get through the release window when this movie is going to come to us in May and it's a disappointment, or it was good, but there's a lot of shouldn't this have just been season 4 of this television show conversation, whatever. Right now, the thing that matters to me most is that we're finally going to get a Star Wars movie. We have been waiting since fucking 2019 when a film that shall not be named destroyed our lives and our childhoods. And so I'm selecting The Mandalorian and Grogu because I am living in the desire for that movie to be good. Grogu is, I was going to say one of the most important people in my life, and then I thought, that's weird. Don't say it, but I decided to say it anyway. So there you are. Grogu is one of the most important people in my life. Zeb is in this movie. Our beloved Anzellans are in this movie. I don't personally really
Who's Zeb?
care. See, this is how I
If you
really
watch
know that you
Rebels.
haven't
He's
watched
a
Rebels.
Rebels guy.
This
Got
is
it.
how I
Okay.
really know you haven't watched Rebels. Alice is going to like Rebels. So let's follow up on Star Wars Rebels after this.
Alice is not going to like Rebels.
Yeah, we're not going to do that.
Of course
We are
you
going to
will.
see The Mandalorian and Grogu, though. And part of the reason why we're seeing all these movies right now is so that we can
To
go see The
prepare for
Mandalorian and
this. This is
Grogu.
a big
She saw
moment.
that trailer and she was like, you need to put that inside me.
When
It's
is
a
it
immediately.
big
also like
moment
Rebels?
for Star Wars fans. Am I picking this in movie
I'm
or
never going to be the
sequel?
person to pitch Rebels. I apologize.
I'm going to
That's
pick this
fine,
in
but kids
movie.
love
I'm going to pick it in
Kids
movie.
love the Star Wars animation.
Does it
Do
have
they?
strong female characters? That's really
Yes,
the only
actually.
prerequisite.
It has
Yeah,
that.
very
It
much
has that.
there, yeah.
That is the only thing that
Hera,
matters.
Sabine,
Sure.
Ahsoka.
For her.
Okay.
Not,
sick.
not to me, of course.
That's great.
Yeah.
I actually
Of
feel really
course.
excited that I got Mando and Grogu here.
I'm
Genuinely,
happy for you.
Yeah.
same.
It was on my desperation tier.
This is the biggest I'm happy for you pick so far.
Yeah, I really love Grogu.
This isn't going to be good. Come on. Like, come on.
what
Like, we
if-
know this looks like a TV show. It's a TV
But
show.
I love TV shows.
Yeah,
See, that's the
but
thing.
this-
For me, it looks like season 4 of the television show is not disqualifying for it in the could it be good camp. Maybe it's a, do they know what they're doing with running Star Wars and Lucasfilm? And should this be the first movie after the near decade-long waits since Rise of Skywalker? Those are all fair questions for you to ask on the big pick.
It's such scared money, and scared money coming after scared money. I don't, not trying to denigrate. I'm in an infatuation with Star Wars right now, but I love Star Wars.
You are trying to denigrate, but that's okay.
An adventure
yourself.
to bring us to the theaters and also to challenge Imperial remnants. And Zeb in the trailer,
look, we support the politics.
Did some parkour against the
That's
wall.
not what's up for debate.
I'm thrilled. I can't
Zeb,
wait.
I'm looking at Zeb right now.
He's
What do
purple.
you make of him? He did appear briefly in it was in Mando, right?
Yeah.
Not Book of Boba Fett.
This is real Korg vibes from the Thor films to me.
But you
It's
like Korg in the first Thor movie.
One Korg is
Korg was
good.
great.
in his first appearance.
Yeah.
Not in
Fantastic.
his second
No.
appearance,
That's
though.
what
A
I'm
little
saying.
bit of overkill. But
Yeah.
what if this is a Love and Thunder situation?
But what if it's a Ragnarok situation? It won't be.
That's exactly right.
But
That's exactly
but it
right.
could be. The
Mando-
hype draft suggests it could be.
Mando season 1 and Mando season 2 are really great. The 2 Mando episodes of Book of Boba Fett are really great. Mando season 3 was not good. It was very disappointing. I am hoping that this is a return to form of the spirit of this Lone Wolf and Cub found family adventure story and a galactic quest that we can all share. And also, I just think Grogu's the best. So I select it without, frankly, any reservation.
I love to hear it.
Joe, it's back to you.
I'm really trying to figure out if I want to do what I'm about to do. I'll wait.
Oh,
What?
I thought you were going to take a certain thing that you love.
No, because I don't think that's going to be good, and I'm really worried about it. Actually, we'll talk about it
I
later.
think I know what you're talking about.
Maybe Rob will take that.
Maybe.
Just in case it ends up being good, then he can say he hurt you again. Can future-proof again, pissing you off.
I don't appreciate the way I'm being painted on this podcast,
Well, we don't appreciate the way you're conducting yourself.
I'm just a guy chasing his own heart.
Something to reflect
I'm trying
on.
to-
So nice to not be the heel.
I'm just trying to celebrate the things that my friends love
And
with
is-
them, and that makes me a villain on
And
this
that's
show.
why you took Project Hail Mary away from Mallory Rubin.
Honestly, that was
tough.
mean.
I want
That
to
was
be.
tough.
I want to be on it with you. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, well, you're welcome to see that with me as long as you promise to see The Mandalorian and Grogu with me.
You know what? I would be
That's
delighted.
the agreement.
That feels like the best way to see it.
I agree.
Okay. On the vein of Joanna loves witch stuff.
Mm.
I'm gonna go with my heart and say, and my love for Greta Gerwig, and I'm
yeah.
picking
Okay.
Narnia: The Magician's
Okay.
Nephew.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah.
This is what
Category?
I thought you
In
were
an
referring to that you
adaptation.
thought wasn't going to be good. So that's interesting to hear you say
I
that.
assume that was
No.
about Buffy,
Yeah, that's about Buffy.
Yeah.
Okay.
which is sad to hear.
There's concerns.
This could. I'm not 100% certain about this. Unlike most of the internet, I got excited when I found out this is called The Magician's
Same,
Nephew.
dude. Fucking
Because
same.
I care about the books in book
Yeah.
order, and
Wow.
this is the first book.
Yeah.
Well, it's
So-
chronological order. Is it
That's
book
right.
order?
Yes. It's chronological
Agree to
order, and
disagree.
it matters to me.
Agree to disagree.
Seamus
Yeah.
McGarvey's on board, and I love his work in cinematography. I'm always worried about a Netflix property. I'm always worried about a big creator that I love who's done something on the big screen that everyone went to see against all odds, getting into bed with Netflix, and this feeling like a smaller proposition as a result. That being said, Carey Mulligan and Emma Mackey and Denise Goff of Andor
Mhm.
season 2 fame. Daniel Craig is here. Like, this is some real
Well,
witch
the lion
stuff.
is there. I mean, I don't know. Daniel Craig won't actually be there.
He might.
That's not like,
Mocap Daniel Craig?
that's not confirmed, right? Isn't there a second pretty powerful
Strongly
rumor?
rumored. I don't know. Maybe not.
I feel like they zagged from that after they saw the reaction, and they
Yeah.
were like, "We're no longer in woke America, so we're zagging on our lion, Jesus lion voice." Anyway, this is
Who did they cast?
what was it was rumored to be Emma Thompson, right?
Oh, I
Aslan.
see.
Yeah.
A little gender flip there.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice.
And
Right
then
on.
they were like,
The
America,
Magician's Niece.
Yeah,
Why
okay.
not The Magician's Niece, guys?
Why not?
Why can't nieces have a show?
Why not? Anyway, this is with hope in my heart.
Yeah.
My faith in Greta Gerwig and my love of this, book series. So
I don't know
C.S.
what to
Lewis.
make of this.
I
I'm
also
excited.
don't, but like,
I hope it's good.
I actually think I would be less high if it were The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe than I am that she's doing The Magician's Nephew,
Mhm.
right? Because like she's doing
no question.
Yeah, she's doing like she's putting her stamp on something new.
And it's sequentially the beginning of the story.
It is.
Right?
Exactly.
Yes.
And the way that what Greta Gerwig has done with, like, say, A Little Women or even Barbie, which like everyone knows I was very, very high on, but like there was no reason that movie should have been good.
Mhm.
And then I thought it was fantastic. And so she's got a lot of faith from me as a result. And Amy Pascal is here as a producer, and that can be hit or miss, but it's been a hit a lot recently. And so I'm excited.
Yeah, a Greta Gerwig adaptation, as you said, I'm already thrilled about, given her past work.
Yeah.
A Greta Gerwig movie starring, in part, Carey Mulligan as a witch. Okay, I'm down for that.
Yeah.
A Greta Gerwig Narnia movie. All right, I need to see it. All of these things together, I just don't know. Like, I just don't know if it's gonna play or not. And I would love for this movie to work. I would love for Emma Mackey to be great in it. Our governor herself, like, we salute her work, but I'm apprehensive. I'm hopeful, but I'm apprehensive.
My one reservation about it is pretty entirely around the fact that one of the great things about Barbie is the kind of real world practical design. There's this great exhibit at the Academy Museum that shows Greenwood and Spencer and the work that they did to kind of build the world of Barbie. If you have a young child, they will have their minds blown by all the ways in which they kind of built out the visual
What if
world.
you have a young child right here inside?
Then
you know,
that'll also
in-
work.
in the
I
old
enjoyed it
heart?
as well. Narnia kind of demands visual effects work. And
Sure, yeah, of
Greta
course.
has not really done that before in a film. And we're in a low moment in visual effects work in Hollywood history.
I agree.
And has
And-
Netflix ever done it at this scale successfully?
Not really. And the movie is kind of make or break, at least based on what I know about it, with that kind of work. And so that's the kind of thing that in the last few years has really taken me out of movies.
Mhm.
I'm not trying to
Sure.
yuck anybody's yum
No,
here
no, no.
or diminish the hype, but that's my like key reservation. Because I'm pretty much with you guys. Like, I kind of trust her across the board. I love all of her
Right.
movies.
Yeah.
But
And just fascinated to see what her particular like touch does to
Yes.
the story. Whatever anybody else thinks, noted, observed. Joanna and I will be covering this movie from The Eagle and the Child pub where Tolkien and Lewis used to sit and talk about the story. And that's just the way we'll be spending our fall.
where is
So,
that?
It's in Oxford.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to Oxford.
I'm going to send
Is it
you the
Oxnard, you said?
Oxford. Yeah, Oxford. I'll be sending you the request, the
Yeah,
travel
we'll be
request after the
expensing that.
pod.
Which of you is the Tolkien and which one is the Lewis?
We're both Tolkien.
Wow.
The professor is always welcome here on the House of R.
That's true. It's gonna be House of R : Famous Inklings? Like that's what it's gonna
That's
be.
exactly right.
Great.
That's
Love that
exactly
for us.
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's my pick. Rob
Glad
Mahoney.
you guys found each other. Jesus.
Same. It's very special. It's a very special bond.
It's a very special. I'm gonna take that nod in the
Yeah.
tone and
Yeah.
we
each other.
You can be insane together. It's great.
I will be selecting X-Men 97 season 2.
Is this happening?
Wow.
Supposedly?
It is, but
Allegedly.
so different
different creator.
Different creator.
What do you think about that?
I mean, I'm open to ultimately the aesthetics of the world.
Are you taking this as TV show?
I'm
or-
taking it as a TV show.
Okay.
Yeah. Look, the swerve in terms of the creativity behind the show does concern me because this was a show that understood a lot of things about X-Men in season 1, including the fact that X-Men fuck, which is a critical part of the formula.
Indeed.
As
Quite
long as it
agree,
maintains that energy, and we're getting, based on the trailers and stuff we've seen so far, Colossus in the show, which is exciting, Archangel in the show, which is exciting, more Psylocke, hypothetically, Apocalypse, which is a scale of story I think can be a little daunting for X-Men properties, but again, I choose to hold out hope.
Interesting pick. Okay.
Ultimately, I am not thrilled with the TV slate as well. I think there's a lot of like hope and dream and pray this is good. And maybe House of the Dragon is like the safer play in some ways, especially given the to be continued nature of the end of season 2. But like, I just want this to be good. I want it to continue to be good.
You watched all of House of the Dragon season 2,
Yes.
and you have not watched Andor season 2.
Look, I don't choose the order in which
One is
these
a
things
lot better
happen.
than the other,
I
in my
believe
opinion.
it.
Yeah.
This is part of the problem. You know, sometimes these properties find their way into your life and it's like, I know this is important and need to make time for it.
Mm-hmm.
And so then the idea of eating it over dinner feels like disrespectful to
Disrespectful.
Andor.
Yeah, that's
you know?
true.
Versus House of the Dragon, like, fuck it, let the dragons ride.
I really did carve out time where it was like, I will have 4 consecutive hours to myself to watch these and have like 3 days of that. And that actually turned out to be great for that show. And some shows deserve that. You know, like you guys obviously are doing yeoman's work covering these shows every single week. And that's a different kind of experience. But when you get the chance to not have to do that, there is something rewarding about getting the bunch.
Yeah.
So I'm not usually a binge person, but if something is legitimately great,
Then you don't want
binging
to. You
is
don't want to
fun.
stop. Yeah. So no reservations about doing double Marvel here.
On this podcast, I do not know.
Interesting.
I'm cool with it. Maybe it would be a smarter play to diversify, but I think
Well, you have an opportunity to diversify right now.
I do. But I'm going to diversify toward whatever I want, which in this case is in movie, I will be selecting The Bride, which I am thrilled about.
I mean, so I just want to, Carlos, can
Wow.
you actually in the edit rewind to like 7 minutes ago when Rob was like, I'm not specifically trying to piss Joe off?
Don't worry. You lock it in. That pick is final. Lock it in.
Boy.
Sean and I have heard very bad things about this
Yeah.
movie.
Oh, no.
Too late.
Oh, no.
Is that true?
That's heartbreaking.
Very bad things.
I sensed some of this on the big pick when you
I
guys were talking
reserve
about
the
that.
right to like it in the face of bad reporting around a movie. But
I've talked to some people who've seen it.
Yeah.
And it's
Oh, no.
testing
And I
was
support-
bad.
I
you know.
support Maggie so much.
Yeah.
Love The Lost Daughter.
Damn, that's-
Jesse.
What a bummer.
Our-
Love this
our
idea for a
goddess.
movie.
Yeah,
the whole conceit is really cool.
I like over a year ago, I texted you. I was like, I have to be on this episode now. Please don't put me on that episode.
Well, if it's good, you never
know
know.
what?
Rob's
me
It's
on that
available.
episode.
it's a risky pick
Available.
because it got kicked to this year.
Yes.
The idea was Jesse Buckley's going to be
Yeah.
on stage at the Oscars, right?
Right.
But this is not a good window for a movie like this.
Very unfortunate to hear. But I don't need it to work for
Sheesh.
them. I just need it to work for me.
Yeah.
Test audiences,
that's the
kick
spirit,
rocks.
yeah.
Like, ultimately, I will maintain some of the sweetest spots in cinema are like the 35 to 55% tomato meter range that is for you, right? Like, I don't need it to have broad appeal. I don't need it to work for
An
everybody.
impressive zag.
Yes.
This
We
kind
know
of
your love for National Treasure
take.
too.
Yeah.
Yes.
well, it's very. I think we're going to talk Nick Cage here in a little bit potentially, but
I hope so.
like this style of adaptation just really appeals to me,
Mhm.
and that's why I hope it's good. In addition to the cast, in addition to Maggie G, like I just want a vision like this to be effective.
And Christian
so,
Bale. I mean, Christian
Yeah,
Bale
of
for
course.
Yeah.
years. Christian Bale was like gold standard. If he's in your movie, this is going to be an
Did you just
interesting
say
movie.
the words "Love and Thunder" recently? Or?
Well, they fell away, but that
He's
was
the
not
best
his
part
fault.
of it.
Gore was
Not
not
his
the
fault.
problem.
Yeah, he was.
Gore was
Innocent.
not the problem.
we
So
are pro God killer on this
That's
podcast.
always. It sounds like you kind of like softly attempted to plant the flag there that you'd be taking Spider Noir in the 5th round with your wild card pick. That's the thing you just tried to incept
just
us into
floating
just
it.
like allowing.
Look,
Keep that in mind.
I recently discovered for the first time
was
that
that?
that's a live action series.
Yeah.
Insane and amazing.
I thought there was a chance that would go in like the 2nd round of this draft.
It might look.
I need to see
Nick Cage,
a
Spider
image
Noir?
before I can get excited
I feel
about that.
more optimistic not seeing the
Joe,
images.
you can take it right now.
Oh, I'm not taking that.
You can take it right now.
That's not going to be good.
He's got another big role this year, by the way. He's also
yeah.
playing John Madden, just for the
and
record.
Jesus Christ.
Which we
did
discussed
that
whether or
already
not
come
that
out?
was
That
an
came out.
adaptation.
That already
of the,
came out?
Yeah, the
He was
carpenter's
already
son. No,
Jesus?
he was Joseph. He was the carpenter.
Oh, I thought he was Jesus in the desert.
No, he's the
He's
carpenter's.
just Jesus to you.
The film is
you
the
know?
carpenter's
No,
son.
Emma Thompson is my Jesus.
Joe, what are you taking?
in sequel,
Mhm.
I think I'm just going to lean into this whole vampire and witches energy. And I'm taking Practical Magic 2.
Okay.
That's actually what I thought you were going to pick when you
Yeah.
said witches earlier.
Okay. Interesting.
We were
So-
talking before this pod, and Joe was saying that Joey King's presence in this movie is what she's most excited
That
about.
is not what I said.
No?
My God.
Your Honor.
You were in the green room firing shots at Joey King. I'd not even bring her up.
I was just saying, like, does she have to be in this movie?
Don't drag me into this. Sandy and Nicole are
Oh,
back.
They are.
Now listen, are there many reasons which I should be skeptical of this? Sure. I never wanted Hocus Pocus 2, and it turns out I was right. So, there's like many money grab sequel there's a lot of energy coming off of this. That being said, Susanna Bier, who is a director I really, really admire. And Lee Pace is here. And I don't think I need to say anything else, honestly.
You don't.
But
if you wanted to say something else, you could talk
Can
about
I
how
just-
handsome he is for a minute.
Can I just say that, like, if you go to the Practical Magic 2 Wikipedia page, per Sean's point about, is an upcoming American romantic fantasy film. So they're trying to put this in the
There
you go.
romantasy
Yeah.
Fascinating.
bucket, which is
Ba-boom.
not how I would have thought of the first Practical Magic film. This is a film about sisters, but sure, Lee Pace is also here.
This is a movie in desperate need of a subtitle. This is
Suggest one right now. Workshop it right now.
Practical Magic 2, Practically Magic. Like practically magical.
Still practicing?
Still
Still witching.
Practitioners
that would have
of
like
magical moments.
The Lord of the
Still-
Rings, the Rings of Power.
still
Too many of the
murdering-
words repeat.
Still murdering bad dudes.
It's a
Practical
little too,
magic.
it's a
Yeah.
little too Pennyworth : The Life of
No, I
Batman's
disagree.
Butler.
Practical
I-
Magic 2, we love money.
We love the 80s, and you would
Jeez.
just put a 2 at the end of your sequel name. I think
Unless you were Electric
Magical 2
Boogalooing.
It's true, but
Yeah.
why are you touting that as a good thing? Anyway, this
Practical
is
Magic 2: Messiah. Let's take it.
This is based on Alice Hoffman's novel, The Book of Magic, and which is a sequel to the original novel. And I, against all odds, am quite excited for Practical Magic 2. And I do think it's going to make a lot of money, but that's not why I picked
I
it.
feel like Sandy's got a real handle on life. I feel like she really knows what she's doing. Where
Yeah.
she's like, I'm just take a couple of years off, come back, movie makes 500 million, take a couple of years off, come back, raising my family.
You want to give that a
Hanging out.
try? A sabbatical, a Sandy sabbatical,
you know
a
I
Dr.
do.
Robbie sabbatical.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
Dr. Robbie's not going on that sabbatical, I don't think.
Neither would Sean. And neither would Sean.
Stockard Channing back for this?
Yeah,
as well?
Diane Wiest.
Maisie Williams?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Joey King, Rob's favorite actor.
I would prefer
Wiest and Channing are here. I
If
mean,
it-
like, what
if-
else could you want?
Look, instead of Joey King in this movie, if you had Stockard Channing do the Sigourney Weaver de-aged, also playing a young person, I think it would be better.
That's tough for me to hear. Bottom line, put the lime in the coconut. I'm ready to go back.
Yeah.
Practical Magic 2.
Okay. I will be selecting as my sequel. I'm sticking with a little bit of a theme here, embracing the spirit of childhood, the spirit of play, the spirit of nostalgia, and the spirit of, frankly, it's never been bad once. Toy Story 5.
Had to be.
I'm kind of shocked this fell this far. I thought you would take it higher.
Really? I thought Toy Story 4 was like just so aggressively fine.
How
No, I
dare
think
you.
it's good.
I
How
think
dare
it's
you.
fine.
I think the problem is it is good.
Would you think that's good if you
Forky?
like didn't have a kid?
Yeah.
I didn't have a kid
You
when it
didn't
came
have
out.
one at the time. It was like,
I think
I'm
it's
alive.
fine.
I saw it alone at the what's the theater in Hollywood that Disney owned? The El Capitan.
Mm-hmm.
Sat in the balcony, had an absolute blast thinking of Keanu Reeves doing what's his
Keanu's
name?
fun.
New
Yeah.
Kaboom.
Yeah.
The Key and Peele stuff in it is very good.
Yeah.
Keanu's fun.
It's always
Forky's
wonderful.
fine. I thought it was just
Forky's
I
great.
feel like
We're gonna.
I'm more excited for Hoppers, the other Pixar film, than I am for Toy Story 5.
There's
Hoppers will
very-
be great.
There's very positive buzz on this one because Andrew Stanton back and
Yes.
the premise of
Yeah,
the iPad being
exactly
the villain
a
is very
tablet
clever.
coming
That
in
is a good
tech
bit.
as a villain. In some ways, I think like okay, should that have been the plot of Toy Story 4? Like
Yeah.
maybe we're a little late for the idea as tech as the villain, but I suspect that this will really scratch an itch that we like to have scratched when we sit down to watch a great Pixar movie, and Toy Story specifically, like porting us into a certain headspace and a shared experience. I really am looking forward to this. I would be astonished if this was bad. That's the other
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like,
not gonna be
how
bad.
high is
It'll
the
be fine.
ceiling?
Yeah.
Who knows? But the
Yeah.
floor, very high. And I think in the fourth round, there's good strategy there. And it's also something I'm genuinely like anticipating and excited about and would really love to be good. So yeah, Toy Story 5 is my sequel. Welcome to the squad.
There's a really cool, I don't know if it's still up, but I was at Pixar a couple months ago and there was this really cool anniversary exhibition of like the original Toy Story film. And there's just like all these like clay designs of what Buzz and Woody were originally supposed to look like and all this original art. And it was just like very nostalgic, like very
Yeah,
cool
yeah.
and nostalgic. For
I'm
sure.
in a nostalgic mood. I'm in the mood, right? I think in general this year to tap back into things that I know bring me joy. So-
I love that. I want Pixar to regain its supremacy. I absolutely
Yeah.
want that.
yes.
And perhaps Toy Story 5 is the way to do it. I just like I really want its new properties, its new fresh ideas to do really well. So I'm really hopeful for Hoppers. We'll see, but I'm really, really hopeful for that.
I have 2 picks.
You do.
I know exactly what I'm doing.
Everything's still coming up Fennessey for you?
There's some really good stuff on the board here.
Yeah, in adaptation, I'm taking Resident Evil.
Nice.
This is Zach Kreger's follow-up to Weapons. I've never played a Resident Evil video game in my life.
Where are you in general on your pledge made on this very podcast? in
Just the
summer
most preposterous thing I've
to
ever heard in my
basically
life.
devote 8,000 hours this year to playing video games.
To playing Elden Ring specifically.
I estimate I have roughly 75 years of life left. So
Left?
Yeah, so I will live to
The vampire
118.
What are your secrets?
And because I feel very strong and very healthy, and I feel that I'm living my life in a way in which
Are
I'm
you
only
also
getting
spending
stronger.
a lot of time in the sauna?
I would never.
Are you also taking creatine?
No, not all of us are so blessed. I've made zero progress on my pledge.
Zero. Okay. All right.
Zero progress.
Thanks for being honest.
I would like to make some. Here's the thing that happened.
Mhm.
Nobody cares, but I'm going to share anyway. You just cross a threshold with a child where you're like, I don't have to be hovering over you every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
And when that
Yeah,
happens, you're
okay.
like, oh my God, I have my life back.
Right.
Not fully.
But then you just read tweets about the bets.
I mean, that did happen for the last 6 weeks, and I was justified in doing that.
Mhm.
But now that period is over,
yeah.
if I want to take up another hobby, it's in play.
You're watching all of Andor season 2 and tweeting about it.
I felt great about that.
Yeah.
That was time well spent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
How you feeling about Sam Darnold in the Super Bowl?
I'm really happy for him. I am really happy for him.
That's really sweet.
He seems like a really good guy, and it's great how he turned his career around. And I have no ill will towards him. I love him. The Patriots can die in a fire. I would like to play more video games.
Mhm.
I'm probably not going to play Resident Evil.
Okay.
I think you should, though. Like, there's a new one coming out in February. I actually think it's a great entry point if you're going to jump back into
Here's
this
my
stuff.
thing. I'm kind of like, I'm a very mission-oriented person.
You are?
Eradicating zombies isn't a mission to
Well,
you?
it just, that kind of like open world adventure level game never really appealed to me.
Yeah.
And so part of the challenge of the other games that we were talking about is just the vastness of them.
Yeah.
And getting lost inside of them is appealing to me. And everybody's like, this guy doesn't know what he's signing up for. I know what I'm signing up for.
I
read
think
the
you-
Wikipedia.
I
of
don't
these
think
games.
you do.
I'm not saying I'm going to beat them. I would like to try.
Okay.
But I think throwing myself inside of something big. Resident Evil is the opposite, right? This is going to be a 2-hour movie and it's going to fucking rip. If
Yep.
this movie isn't
Yep.
good, I'll be shocked. Like
Mhm.
Zach Kreger has proven that he knows how to make incredibly entertaining genre fare, which is the most important thing. He also is clearly dispensing with a lot of the mythology around Resident Evil, which has been kind of elevated and torn to shreds by Paul W.S. Anderson over the last two decades. And he's just a filmmaker and a writer that I trust, bringing Austin Abrams from Weapons to this movie.
So excited
love
for
Austin
Austin Abrams.
Abrams.
Yes.
Big Euphoria, Austin Abrams and Euphoria fan. Loved him in Weapons. I thought that was such a good role for him. And like, I'm most excited for him as this like big career boost, being the lead in a Resident Evil film. So
We'll see. It's got a plum fall or release date, like it should be.
Yeah.
It's going to be
It's a good
sick.
pick.
It should be good.
It's
Okay,
gonna be
that's one.
see.
Okay. Now your
Uh,
wild card to close out your squad here, your hype squad.
To recap really quickly, you have Doom Part 3, Spider-Man Brand New Day, Lanterns, Resident Evil.
Good team.
Yeah. So
Pretty good.
I've got variety, right?
Mhm.
I've got all the kind of the major worlds that I want to get involved
You've
in.
got a bunch of money on the board here, too.
Yes, got a lot of money on the board. I'm gonna take a curio that I don't know if you guys have heard about. Maybe you have. I'll be taking the TV show Oswald the Lucky Rabbit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a new animated live action television show coming to Disney Plus later this year,
Mhm.
created by Jon Favreau. Rob, do you know who Oswald the Lucky Rabbit is?
I have no awareness of this character.
This is the character that Walt Disney created before Mickey Mouse. He created him with Ube Works, who's the same person he co-created Mickey Mouse with. He created this character for Universal in 1927.
Wow.
1 year later, Universal took control of the character. Walt Disney left, started his own company, began creating his own characters, and this show probably exists in part because of the things that Walt Disney went on to do. Now,
This show, House of R.
this show, the Ringerverse,
Exactly right.
much of what the pop culture that happens. I'm
Very
not sure
true.
if Disney doesn't exist. I don't know if this level of coverage exists in the space.
Thanks, Walt.
Thank you, Walt.
In 2006, something really interesting happened. Disney decided they wanted to get control of Oswald the Lucky Rabbit after almost a century. It resided with Universal. So do you know this story? The way in which they acquired Oswald is they traded the living human Al Michaels from ABC Disney
Still thriving, by the way.
to Universal, Comcast, NBC so that he could call games for Thursday Night Football.
Yeah.
And they got the rights to Oswald.
This is like when Doc Rivers got traded for a first round pick. Like, I didn't even know you could do
But
this.
it's a 1-for-1. This isn't a pick to be named later. This is an animated
Incredible.
rabbit
Yeah.
Okay.
and a 70-year-old
Will you
announcer.
be asking
Yeah.
Al to come podcast about this program with you?
Al has not been as sharp as I would have liked in those Amazon broadcasts. He did re-sign for another year.
Yeah.
I saw that news. I'm
Yeah.
happy for him.
Confident are you that this is coming out this year?
Oh, we have our first time frame challenge.
I'm pretty confident.
Okay.
See,
Okay, now it wasn't much of a challenge.
I don't
feels
think
like,
it is.
Feels like post Mando
Here's-
and Grogu action.
Joe,
Winter
I
2026.
don't think we should push because I think if it doesn't come out this year, it helps the rest of us
Okay.
and hurts him.
Sounds
His
good.
team is incredibly strong.
I know it is. Sounds
Here's
great.
the other thing. First of all, don't care about winning. I think this is just fun to talk about.
Sure.
Two,
Yeah.
So this is a 100-year-old character. Do you know anything about this rabbit?
a terrible character, like not interesting. The whole idea,
Not interesting.
the whole idea is that it's like a Who Framed Roger Rabbit style thing.
Sure.
Where this character is going into the world and is going to have a very metatextual approach. Who Framed Roger Rabbit, one of the most important
Sure,
movies in
of
my
course.
life.
Very
Yeah.
great.
Absolutely. Mhm.
And frankly, I just need Jon Favreau to do something different. I
Mm.
just really need him to try something different. And this feels different. The cast includes Amy Sedaris, Catherine Hahn, and Steve Martin.
I mean, that's great.
So
So your pick is Jon Favreau get a hobby, and it's this movie?
no, it's the meta nature of Hollywood history intersecting with IP on Disney Plus.
How sharp
Hmm.
do you think Jon Favreau's pen is?
Well, we'll wait and see.
You're looking for the studio from Jon Favreau? Is
Yeah.
that what you're looking for?
Or
I think Disney's The Studio is a good idea.
everything you're describing feels like, didn't they do like a Chip and Dale reboot that was basically what you're
They did
describing?
do a Chip
They
and Dale
did. It
movie.
wasn't great. It wasn't bad.
Okay.
It was
Fine.
fine.
Yeah.
It was fine.
I liked it fine.
I'm just mixing it up here, guys.
Sure.
I'm just trying
It's
to bring
great.
something
And
new to
good
the
we
for
love
show.
you.
it.
And I love that. Thank you so much for doing that.
I definitely thought you were
it's
going to
so
pick
patronizing.
Clay. I definitely thought you were going to pick Clayface.
Is it
I,
this?
I already have a DC property, but
Mm.
I am excited for Clayface.
Was it the same tone when you were like, "I'm so glad you guys found each other"?
It was the same one.
Okay,
it was
great.
the same one that I referred to in our Hamnet discussion. You know, that's nice. You like that?
Oh, that's nice for you. Great. All right, Molly Rubin, we are running out of time. What do you got?
I'm torn between 3, but really 2 things. And I know what I want to pick, and that is what I'm going to pick. I just have some reservations about, frankly, leaving the other thing on the board for Rob, who I assume will take it, which is annoying. But I guess
You
we'll
don't
deal
want
with
him to
that.
have Spider Noir.
Not that, actually. You're welcome to take Spider Noir. I'm excited for Spider Noir. I'm not going to say the other thing that I am considering until after everybody picks, and then we can talk. We'll do a very a lightning round. Whoa, oh my God, we can't believe X didn't get taken. So I am going to pick a pending as my wild card, a pending television show coming to Amazon in a fictional universe that is one of the dearest to me. I will be selecting Blade Runner 2099,
Sure.
which is the ultimate, if this is good, we're just thriving, we're living, how wonderful to be us. And if it's bad, that would really suck. But the original Blade Runner film is, I would say, the seminal text in my home and my marriage.
Phrasing.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Pegasus, indeed.
And I think the Villeneuve follow-up film is quite good and underrated.
Masterpiece as far as I'm concerned.
Listen, thank you. I'm looking forward to this. Interesting cast. Tom Burke, Hunter Schafer, Michelle Yeoh. I hope this is dynamite.
Yeah.
That would be amazing. I'm looking forward to, I think on the one hand, the fact that like IP creep has not totally come for and claimed Blade Runner is like kind of a blessing. But on the other hand, it is an underexplored and undermined universe compared to some of the other things that we spend a lot of our time talking about watching. So I hope this is good. I think that would be great. So that's my pick to close out my team. So I have The Odyssey as my adaptation, A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms as my television show, The Mandalorian and Grogu as my movie, Toy Story 5 as my sequel, and Blade Runner 2099 as my wild card. And honestly, I'm excited, genuinely excited about all of those.
I like this pick.
I feel good.
I also really hope this is good. I mean, just the idea of a co-headlined Michelle Yeoh, Hunter Schafer sci-fi series,
Yes.
very appealing to
Wonderful.
Tom Burke.
me. And you have to like shoehorn it into IP because this is what we do now. But like, I feel like it could be good.
I hope so.
It's just so tough to pull off the tone and the scale and the specifics of the visuals. Like,
We've got the Amazon money behind it.
I mean,
you know?
that's really the saving grace, I hope.
Let's try.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. Just as somebody who saw Alien Earth and also saw what was the other joint that was trying to do the
Dune
Dune
Prophecy.
Prophecy? Like
Dune
this
Prophecy
is-
was tough.
this
Dune
is tough.
Prophecy was tough. Alien Earth was uneven, but much more successful than Dune Prophecy.
And this is where you're
This
hoping
is
like
just
it's more
really
Rings of
hard to
Power,
do.
right? Like at least get some
Which
of
can
the
be so
grandeur.
We
I
like
love
Rings of Power a lot, but I will say outside Rings of Power, I think Amazon's track record of these big shows has not been huge. I mean, Fallout season 1 was really like
Fallout, Dynamite.
well regarded,
Yeah.
but season
Wheel of
2
Time,
not
of
so
course,
much.
famously canceled.
Wheel of Time,
Yeah.
tough. Okay. My last pick, because Nosferatu is one of my favorite films. I'm picking Werewolf by Robert Eggers.
Are we sure it's not Werewolf?
Werewolf it is. Wolfie. Aaron Taylor Johnson back for the Craven vibes here. Lily Rose Depp off of Nosferatu. Willem Dafoe couldn't do it without him. Ralph Ineson. I hope this is as listen, Robert Eggers is not always my like favorite. Like The Northman was a challenging endeavor, and this could be more Northman than it is Nosferatu. But I'm hoping it's more Nosferatu and or the Vavitch, something like that.
Yeah.
So I just love Nosferatu so much that I'm really hopeful that this is like. This has me more excited than like the Mummy movie that's coming out.
Yeah.
With love and respect to Jack Rayner, who I love and I'm always rooting for. But Werewolf.
I think it's great that you still found a way to connect it to a vampire.
Thank you.
Just, honestly, it's admirable.
Witches and vampires and aliens. Oh my.
I'm excited about this movie too. I'm not negging the pick at all. Werewolf movies are hard.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of good werewolf movies.
Well,
it's a very challenging.
Again, it's on the digital effect front. That's going to be really tough.
It's true.
So my draft is Disclosure Day for movie, The Vampire Lestat for television, Chronicles of Narnia for adaptation, Practical Magic 2 for sequel, and Werewolf or Wild Card. You're an influencer, Rob.
I appreciate that. It does. I had Werewolf on my list as well. I think it's very appealing, especially in this spot. So everyone is selected, right?
Yeah, it's the
so
last
I can kind of talk it out. To be honest, I'm stuck between two things. One of which is a movie I have been assured is good, and that's Coyote versus Acme.
Oh yeah,
a movie that
I'm excited for that.
Interesting.
The people have seen.
I think that'd be a good pick.
Like now has this mythology behind it. I'm excited to
Most
see
of
it.
the people who've seen it made it.
Well,
for the record,
sure,
they're
yes.
the ones who are telling you it's good.
But I like those
trust
people,
those
and I
people.
trust their taste.
Exactly.
If Will Forte tells me something is good,
You believe him,
I am
goddammit.
inclined to believe it.
Yeah.
But I think I'm going to go in the other direction and really follow my heart on this. And I say this because Godzilla has scared me.
Damn it! That was
this
what
was
I
my
was
other
torn
choice.
between.
Yeah,
Godzilla has scared me. He has
I knew
thrilled
you were
me.
gonna do
He has
this.
only once made me cry. And that was Godzilla -1. So I simply have to take Godzilla -0, the direct sequel, and Wildcard.
When I said a couple minutes ago, I'm torn between two things. It was Blade Runner and Godzilla -0, and I knew you would pick it. I knew it.
It's because it speaks to us.
if I wanted to win and destroy you guys forever, I would have taken
I also
Godzilla.
thought
But
you were
I
gonna
wanted to just
pick
talk
it.
about Oswald the Lucky Rabbit.
Okay.
Just something.
That's beautiful.
That's big of you.
Sean.
You're welcome.
I think that's an excellent
Rapid
pick.
fire, anything that anyone wants to shout out.
It
that
would have
they
sucked
didn't-
if that didn't get taken.
We
Actually.
had to
Well,
get
I'm
it off
glad
the
you took
board.
it. I think it's The Boys, the final season of The Boys. Well, no one took House of the Dragon. We
No.
talked about that a lot already, but let's just remark that no one
Interesting.
took it, which
Yeah.
on a House of Our draft is frankly pretty weird.
Supergirl, Clayface.
Yep.
The final season of The Boys, no one took. The two DC movies, Supergirl and
Hunger
Clayface.
Games, Sunrise on the Reaping.
That cannot be the name of that movie.
it might
It
be
is.
good.
Honestly, looks good to me.
That
I
looks
liked
great.
the last Hunger Games
No one
movie.
took-
I didn't, but I thought this one looked good because
Yeah.
it's like doing fake Midsommar, and I thought that was
Yeah.
a good idea.
No one took Bone Temple, which they could have. Obviously, it
I
already came
guess.
out.
That
felt-
feels against
yeah.
the spirit. Like I guess Night of the Seven Kingdoms is at least ongoing.
It's ongoing,
Bone Temple's
yes.
in the past.
No
man.
one took
if someone,
Buffy.
if someone wanted money, the Super Mario sequel
Yes.
would be money. If there was still an animation category, that's
I have
what I
my
would
doubts
picked.
about that one.
I think it's going to be
Money
great.
wise?
No, I think it's going to do
money.
well.
Yeah.
Is Rings of Power season 3 coming out this year?
I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't.
It's-
I wouldn't put any
yeah.
money on it.
It's hard to know. Ahsoka
Red-
season 2,
Ahsoka.
Wonder Man, which is
Legitimately
Very
good
good.
trailer. Legitimately good
Yeah.
trailer.
I'm
it's-
hopeful.
It's good.
It's good.
It's good.
I'll take
I
good.
think I was very charmed. By
I'm a
it.
little surprised
Mixed
neither
too.
of you guys picked the
Yeah.
Mall show.
I thought Joanna would take the mall
I
show
need
in
a
the
little
first
help
round.
on mall temporality.
Oh, he's a robot trash spider now.
Is
You
that
say that?
That's correct.
You
I mean, that
just
is
learned
correct.
that from us.
is that
No,
also
I
true
watched
in
the
this
show.
series?
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah.
In
I have
Mall
seen
Shadow
the show.
Lord?
Mhm.
You know,
Once you do what you said you would do earlier this pod and you watch all of the Clone Wars and Rebels
I didn't say I would do that.
after you finish
I said
playing
I was
Elden Ring,
thinking about watching Clone
you'll know
Wars.
all you need to know about
In
Maul.
the
Read some
vein
comics
of-
too.
I
in the
never
vein of
agreed to Rebels.
Subtitles. How do you feel about Ready or Not 2, Here I Come?
We got Now You See Me, Now You Don't,
This
and
one,
now
yeah.
we got Here We Come.
Yeah.
Like I doff my cap, obviously.
I really loved Ready or Not.
It
The
was
first
really
one's
good.
really good.
Really
And now with more Sarah Michelle Gellar than ever.
That's true. The problem is that one of the reasons why Ready or Not is so good is because it ends magnificently.
It does.
And it did not cry out for a sequel, but I will watch the sequel, of course.
I
Vision
also-
Quest,
Vision Quest.
Daredevil
Yeah.
Born Again season 2, Invincible season 4, One Piece.
We're getting Jessica Jones on Daredevil, right? That's the thing that's happening.
Correct.
That's exciting.
The Legend of Aang, The Last Airbender.
That-
We're getting an Avatar movie.
Mhm.
Was
That's
the
exciting.
Punisher special draftable?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Frank Castle
Special
one-off.
presentation.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
But like you kind of drafted the Punisher already because he's in Spidey.
Have
yes,
you
which I'm very
true.
excited about.
have you heard anything about I Love Boosters, the Boots Riley movie?
Nothing nice.
Okay.
Oh boy.
That's tough.
Noted.
Nobody took Grand Theft Auto. Like we joked about
No.
it about Ben not being here earlier, but that would be a completely defensible pick.
I really want to see Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat 2.
Yes.
I don't know that they'll be good, but they also fit the like Cyclops going apeshit
Sure.
mold
This
of like
is-
I was 11
Of
once,
course. Yeah.
and when I was, this is what was happening in my life.
Well, if you were a Cyclops, which we've established you are,
Yeah.
who are you in a Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat sense?
It's a great question.
Which X-Man is Rob Mahoney?
Vega, yeah.
I mean, Vega's good energy
Yeah,
for
I
you.
would say Vega. No,
Very
dude,
new.
no, you're Vega.
Oh, I'm Vega.
Yeah,
That's
you,
even
you,
better.
you have
I'll
great
take
Vega
Vega.
energy. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
Vega. I'm a, I don't know. I'm a Kitty Pride. You know, I don't know. Who's to
Could be a
say?
Kitty Pride.
No.
Yeah. It's
Absolutely.
admirable. I'm
No one took
proud-
Moana.
You're an
No one took
ice
live
man.
action
I guess I-
Moana.
Damn, that sucks.
Iceman.
That's the meanest thing you've ever said to
That's
me.
not true.
No one
I've
took
seen
cat.
Movie
No one
Night.
took Cat in the Hat. No one
No.
took Hoppers. Moana. The Burrows.
All right,
Moana
Gary.
looks bad.
I'm really excited for this year. There's a lot of really
Good stuff.
exciting
Good
stuff
stuff.
coming
Really
out
is.
Yeah, good stuff.
for our pod. A lot of books to read. We got Narnia. It's the Lord of the Rings anniversary year. We haven't even fully
right.
figured out how we're going to tackle that.
Oh.
Can't wait.
The Odyssey. There's a lot to read. There's a lot to enjoy. Anything else you guys want to say before we go?
Masters of the Universe. Let's go.
That trailer was brutal.
Let's fucking go,
It's
baby.
very tough.
That trailer
Adam?
was brutal. He.
I have the power.
I thought that trailer did not look very good. I will say that. But Adam seems pretty.
You and
excited.
Jared Leto can enjoy each other, you know?
I
You
love
just
how
hang
they
out.
just straight up skull faced him. Like we just do
Yeah.
not see Jared Leto in that trailer.
Nope.
What do you think Jared Leto has on all of Hollywood?
I don't know.
That's a great
I
question.
don't know. I didn't even talk to you guys about my Tron Ares experience in New York, where I just bought a ticket to an early access screening, and he just walked out of this into the screening. He was like, "Welcome everybody to
Wait.
Tron Ares," and everybody was like, "Who are you?" Like no one cared about him. They weren't there for him.
I saw the footage of him doing that in San Francisco at the IMAX, and it was like a sparsely attended
Yes.
viewing.
Painful.
And then they posted that video anyway, and I was like, I
Painful.
simply would not have posted that
No.
video
Tough scene.
personally.
Tough scene.
I went to Tron Ares at a late night showing with 4 friends who were the only people in the theater. Had a great time. Bad movie, really fun time at the cinema.
Yeah.
If
I
you
could
can
see
find
that.
a desert, that's also how I saw
Yeah.
Morbius. If you can find a deserted
Morbius.
movie theater to watch a
Morbius
Jared
was
Leto
a Monday
film,
morning screening. You remember that?
Where's the
Morbius
Tron
Mondays.
Ares episode of House of R?
We did not do one.
buried under the wheels of the light cycle. All right, so
This is
that
fun.
is our Hype Draft 2026. Worth the wait. Thank you so much, Rob Mahoney, for joining
Thanks
us.
for having me.
Thanks for coming back, Sean Fennessey. We'll
Thanks
see
for
you for
having me.
every single Lanterns episode. I think you committed to
We're
that.
fucking lanterns.
Thank you to Carla Shiraboga. Thank you to Arjuna Rangapal. Thank you to Jomi Adinaran. Thank you to Mallory Rubin.
Thank you to
He's
you,
just the best.
my darling.
And we'll see you.
That's number 1 on my hype draft every year. Is potting with you.
I'm so glad we found each other, and I mean that sincerely.
Same. Fuck you.
We'll see you soon. Bye.